All right, it's going
There you
now.
go. Yeah, here we
Uh
go.
oh. All right, so we are y'all. So if anybody missed us, we did an introduction. We was on the radio. We're streaming, and now we're in live and full effect. So good afternoon, everybody. Um, Again, busy weekend in sports. Basketball, NBA's in live and full effect. NFL free agent market. College basketball, the tournament will be starting this week. Got a couple of number ones in the regions. 68 teams. Anybody watch that St. John's game? Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it.
So
Oh, yeah.
I'm
watched
saying,
them
well,
all
we
weekend.
going Saturday game. The building was like on fire. I
was
never
there?
seen no.
Oh.
I tuned in
Oh,
and like
Oh, I remember those days when the garden was like
Your
that.
phone is shaking, you know.
Yeah.
I tuned in from the phone, and the phone was just shaking from the electricity in the air. I was like, "What's going on?"
Ain't
Yo,
nothing like it.
them
That's a
dudes
feeling,
was
man. I tell you.
playing.
Yeah.
And good luck to them. You know, now I'm just a little conflicted. All right, so I get it. They're not the number one seed,
Okay.
maybe, but how you number two in the Western Hemisphere?
No,
But you know how that always
but-
goes.
Just throw you.
But their
anywhere.
first game
No.
is on the east side. They not. They don't. They play.
They play Omaha.
But
first.
it's not only that. They're the number two, but they're the top number two because they're going against the worst number one out of the four.
Right.
They actually the 15 ranked in the whole
Right.
thing.
Right.
So they just missed being a one because Florida won that title. Had Auburn won that title instead of Florida, St. John's might have got that first one in the West.
They
but they gave Auburn the number one too.
Well, they was
Auburn
overall.
number one.
Yeah, I know.
overall
That's
number
what
one.
I'm saying.
No, but they lost.
Even if they did drop-
lost the whatchamacallit game to
Right.
Florida.
So
That's
even
what
if
I'm
they'd
saying.
have dropped the number 4, like if they were still going on, they would have still got the number 1.
They always do that though. They try not to play you. Some guys get lucky; they play in their regions. You know, like Duke is on the East Coast, but a lot of times they do that to those teams and put them out on the West Coast
And this is
far
just-
from their region. They do that a
And
lot
it's
of
just a
times.
start. Like they not gonna stay in that area,
Right.
No.
The actual
right?
Yeah.
Because I think Kentucky got
Like-
some, and Louisville got some games in Kentucky, don't they? Like if they keep
I
playing,
guess they keep winning. They
If
move
I'm
closer.
not mistaken, they on the West.
They are on the West Coast. They on the West. They on the West bracket.
they're in the West bracket.
They on the West bracket.
Right. There's a big difference.
Yeah, they on the West bracket.
Well,
You know, but as you keep winning, you advance wherever they hold.
right? The next,
You know, the next games and stuff
Sweet
like that,
16.
and all that stuff. The
Right.
Final Four,
right?
it'll
they
be
know-
where you be.
Right. So,
Yeah.
shout out to everybody paying attention. Kevin Parker, John Concepcion, Greg Erskine,
What up, fellas?
Cousin Arno.
calling you. Hey, Greg.
He tuning in.
He's the Gregiest. All right. So anyway,
Yo, that's the greatest.
That's
He's
what
the Gregory.
all right. So I mean, we need to.
Well, I tell you one thing about that team. If they had a knockdown shooter, I picked them to be the favorite to win because their
But-
defense is outstanding.
Yeah,
But
they play crazy
even
defense.
Outstanding.
Even when they go to the basket, you see how hard and strong
That point
like,
guard. I don't know his
all
name,
of
the
them.
Dawson, but I'm just saying. I don't like for him to shoot jumping. When he go to the basket, whether he lay you or dish it, he makes something happen. I don't even want him shooting the ball. To either go to the basket or dish, because every time he do that, he be going coast to coast on them jokers, and he make it happen.
I was
And the
like,
big kid, I
wow.
like him. He's strong down low. He's a good defender, and he got a pretty decent shot.
Yeah.
He got a pretty decent shot. He ain't the tallest guy, but he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
All them guys are good. They just don't have a knockdown shooter. That's
Someone
the
that's
only thing.
consistent.
Only thing they missing.
Yeah, they don't have no 3-point.
Yeah, if they had one, oh my God, I think they could ride this out. Because that defense is just smothering.
It just wears on you.
Yeah,
Wears on
they
you.
always start the game behind.
Yes.
Every game, they
Yes.
can never come out and jump out.
So
Always, and they always, but they don't. You watch them. You just sit and watch. They don't quit. They just keep coming. You think you got a lead on them, and they just keep coming. And it seems like sooner or later, by that second half, they just smother you. And then the turnovers start, and they get faster. You would think they'd be tired, but they get out there and get faster. And once they get a run on you, they don't give up that run. They don't
No.
give up their
Yeah,
run.
St. John's playing in Rhode Island.
Right. See, I
First
thought
round.
so.
Oh,
right.
so that ain't
That's
too
pretty
bad. So they
close.
right here. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're not. They don't put you.
They don't
It's
do
only
like
That's
West.
just a bracket.
It's only West
it
in name.
used to be
Right.
that way.
It's
used to
the
be
West when you get to like the Elite Eight
Eight.
or whatever,
Right.
Is it
and that's
eight?
when they start going to Spokane, Washington,
right,
and all that, and
But
you
in the
playing in
beginning,
the West.
yes.
But in the first couple of rounds,
All
Yeah,
right,
roll
you kind
out.
of stay close.
all right,
Okay.
cool, but I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's just maybe
Yeah, in San Francisco for
maybe the seating
the
still
16 and the 8.
just could be a little.
You want them to be a number one?
Well, are they worthy of being number one? They number.
I don't think they.
they
was.
got people's attention.
If they was number one,
in a
well,
long
if they the one
time.
seed, they had a great record.
Yeah,
What they won? 31 games.
yeah, 31-4.
That's a great
So you
record.
gotta look at the teams that are got the number ones.
Duke
was number one during the season. Houston was number one during the season.
Yeah.
Auburn was number
And
one during
Florida.
the season.
Yeah.
Florida wasn't,
West-
but they
no.
won that SEC tournament, and that's what got them in.
They say in the
St. John's
SEC
wasn't never higher than 6.
right. They say in the SEC
So that's why.
is the toughest.
Right.
It
They
is.
got
They got
14
the most-
teams
they got
out
the
of
most people.
16.
got most
Yeah, they
people.
got
Only
the most
2
people.
teams didn't make it.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, let's see how many get through
No.
there.
They got some good teams though in that division. That what's it called?
Yeah.
The SEC
Only 2
is
teams
tough.
didn't make it out that whole thing.
Yeah, they tough.
That's crazy.
They tough. Everybody think that's just a football. It's not no more.
Conference, right?
You know, Alabama's tough. They got
Right.
a tough team. They got some tough teams in that.
Tennessee.
In that Tennessee's tough.
Yep.
Any
Yeah.
one of them top
Texas is
4
tough.
teams, right? Any
You
one
know.
of them top 4 could win it.
Yep.
Florida, Auburn, Tennessee.
All of them, you got that right. They tough.
And even Kentucky at times.
Kentucky too.
tough.
Kentucky played well this year. They had a good record this year.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. Thursday night it start?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Starts
ready.
tomorrow.
Well, the play
starts-
Well, the play
play-in
starts
right.
tomorrow.
I don't
Right.
really count, but that
Right.
The
Those
one-
be good games.
Those
too,
don't
Yeah.
count. Those are like the
to get in the
prepare to
16.
qualify,
That make
right.
you the 16. I know.
Right.
I mean, well, in
those
our
good.
brackets.
But
we
they're
have-
always 16 because North
Made it
Carolina's
68.
playing for 11, the 11th seed,
Right.
and then the other game is 16 seed.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
two
Alabama
16
got.
seed
I mean,
and
North
two
Carolina
11
got to do a
seed.
playing game.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they got lucky. A lot
Yeah,
of
they
people
did.
was mad they got in.
It's always like
they-
that.
Yeah.
But they
it's
played
always
one
like
of the
that.
toughest schedules. Yeah, they ain't beat nobody, but that to me, that's what they're gonna show.
They had a good conference though.
They had,
In the conference, the championship thing.
yeah.
If that
If
guy,
they'd
don't-
have beat, if
confidence.
they'd
if that guy
have beat
don't
Duke,
step over the line,
Right.
they'd
Right.
have been dragging me off to jail. I was the coach. Yo, see,
had they beat
dragged
Duke,
up.
they would have been in without
Yeah.
no
Question.
problem.
Right. It'd have been no.
That would have been
question.
interesting to see when they're going into overtime.
Right.
What made that guy step over that line to this day? I don't know.
Was he trying to scare the guy?
I thought he was trying to fake him out, like
Nah,
for you know.
But
The
it's his
dude's
own-
free throw, the dude free throw motion. He stopped for a minute.
But you got to wait
Bro.
for it to hit. You
Yeah,
know,
I
when-
understand
it's
that.
not even
Don't-
when it lead the
I
Don't-
hand.
understand
You
that.
got to
Don't-
wait for it to hit.
Don't make an excuse for the person shooting the free throw.
No, I'm
He-
not making an excuse for him.
He did a dumb move.
Yeah, he
No,
did.
No,
of
not
course.
the guy
But-
who was on the line was the one that did the dumb.
Right,
move,
that's what I'm
not
talking
the
about.
Free throw shooter.
No, but he
No.
was getting ready to say the free throw shooter
Well,
like
sometimes
pause.
that could
No,
sometimes
this-
throw you off.
No,
too,
but this
still,
is what happened.
this guy's not a rookie. He's a
Right.
veteran. He's been
He
there for
missed-
5 years.
Right. He missed the first one.
Right.
Right.
So once he missed the first one and he came back and did this, he's anticipating. You know what I'm saying? He's just
But
gonna
my
go
thing
in.
is this though:
And that's what
you can't jump
Yeah,
in the
but
lane until it hits.
Yeah, I
the
know
ring.
that.
Anyway, not when it
anticipating-
needs his
Well,
hand.
like I said, you've
So
been
you
there
still
5
shouldn't have
years.
went away.
Yeah,
Nobody else moved.
Right.
You were the only one, so it
Right,
was
right.
obvious.
Right.
Because you stepped and everybody else
Right.
was pointing at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Come
Like,
on,
you,
man.
you messed up. He was crying.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, he was
trying.
fine. He
fine.
knew he fucked
And
up.
he was
I
the-
mean, he knew he screwed up.
He
He
was
did.
he was the star of the game before. The game before that, he had like 7 threes.
And like you
That
said,
game.
he 5th-year senior.
Yeah.
He not trying to go home. He's
But
like,
you
yo,
know-
let me block this dude out. Because that's what he did. He
But
he trying to block
But
out.
you gotta understand something. By you doing that bonehead play,
He screwed everything up.
Yeah,
you
but-
mess everything
Yeah,
up.
that's easy.
You
It's
let
not-
the guy
it's
shoot
not
the
even
ball and
about
see if it
blocking
come
the guy
off.
out because
You trying to get the rebound.
Right.
You being blocked out by the guy in
Right.
front of you. There was a guy in front. It wasn't
Right.
like he was the first guy. He
Right.
was in between two guys.
Right.
And that's what made it even look even worse because
Right.
there was two guys standing there and he
Yeah.
just stepped
And,
right
and
over
what
the
made
line.
it and what made it worse was the dude made the basket.
Right.
So that would have tied the game.
So you're gonna never live that down, and that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying
it's
to tell you.
over.
Because the guy made the basket.
Yeah.
If anything, the game wouldn't have went into overtime.
Right.
Come
The
on,
game would
man.
have went to
It
overtime.
would have went to overtime.
Right.
Shout
Come
out
on,
to
man.
him.
Yeah, so he messed that up.
You
Oh, who
never
they had
know
2
what
seconds
happened.
left, 4 seconds left.
It's like 4 seconds.
Yeah, something like
Okay, I mean, as long as the game is tied, you just play your
Listen.
defense.
Or
But
unless
even-
the guy would have did what the guy on Michigan did.
exactly, because
Coast
you
to
don't know
coast.
if
Yeah.
hey, you don't know.
No, when
No, it ain't called time.
they
just
played, the guy
inbounded
hit,
and
the
guy
team
ran-
who they was playing made the basket. They took it out, inbounded. He
He
got the
just
ball
went
and
all
went
the way
coast
down
to coast
to a
and laid him
layup.
at the buzzer, won the game.
I
Y'all didn't see that?
Nah, I didn't
Danny
see that.
Ainge.
Oh man, yeah, that's what
You
they
did one of
did.
your boys.
Thank you.
They thought they had the game. That guy went coast to coast, laid them lefty, and won the game at the buzzer.
That's what's up.
That game was crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta look that one up.
Again, shout out to Anthony Green. He said, "Welcome back, brothers Tarn and Serge."
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
My
thank
brother.
you. Thank you.
To Andrea Neal who's watching. All right, so now, I mean, do we have some brackets? Do we have any teams that we want to particularly pay close attention to? Is Florida shooing to win it all? What's the deal? What do we
I
have?
can't even pick a winner.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not gonna.
Pittsburgh's not in it. Oh, okay.
Syracuse, not
They're not in it
Pittsburgh.
either.
I'm not
Ooh.
sleeping on Tom Izzo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no,
he
you
always
can't.
figures
No, you're
something
never
out.
gonna
You
do that.
can't.
You
You
never
know what I'm
did.
saying?
Definitely not.
So
You see how they
I
lost?
want St. John's right.
That guy thought yo, that was a clean rip. He thought he got fouled. Clean rip. Guy ripped him clean. I'm glad the refs didn't blow that whistle. But that was a clean
It's
rip.
a wide open field.
It is.
Right.
There's
It
no
is.
clear cut.
No.
But all the experts are saying
Well,
Florida.
Florida.
right,
Well,
you know.
because Cooper's hurt, right? Cooper
Oh,
flagged
yeah,
hurt.
they got,
Even
they
if
got,
he plays, he's not
even
going
if
to be
he's playing.
100%.
they got
Oh,
the
they should-
guards.
I've seen
And
stuff where
guards
Duke is
is the
still
big
favored.
guards is the big thing in the NCAA tournament. It's
Right.
not about big guys.
No.
It's how your guards play.
Right.
And they said even
And they
if he
got the
plays,
best
he's not going to be
backcourt
100%. They don't
supposedly.
think he'll be 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well, they
saying.
were saying that he should sit out this first game and wait for the
You
second.
can't sit no
But-
games out because this
Ain't no
Well,
guarantee.
they
that you gonna
talking about
see it.
because they
you
16
could end
seed.
up being Virginia against University of Maryland,
Georgetown
Boston,
versus
Baltimore
Coppin State.
County. Hey,
Syracuse versus Rhode Island.
Who did Virginia lose to that time? They was number one.
University of Maryland, Baltimore
Oh,
County,
yeah, I remember that.
UMBC.
Yeah,
Nobody
I remember
expected that.
Now
Oh.
Sampson was on that team.
Yeah.
Well, like he said, Coppin State or what? Kyle Quinn when he was on that team and they beat top seed.
Yeah.
Huh?
You
That's
can't-
why, as much as I love St. John's, they ain't been past the first round in the last 4 tournaments they've been in. I don't put nothing past them because all they got to do is have one real bad shooting day. I don't care how much good defense you play. You have one bad shooting day and you run into one guy who's going to score 30 on you, and
that'd
your
be
whole
it. That
night
could be
could
it.
be over.
Yeah, that
Your
could
whole
be it.
tournament
That
could be
could be
over.
it.
One game.
All it takes is one guy and your team not to play well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's scary.
Well,
That's
they
what
saying
makes-
they could
that's
get
what
to the
makes
Elite
it
Eight,
exciting.
but then they'll be playing.
But
Yeah,
they
they're gonna
go-
play Florida in the
but-
Elite Eight. If Florida
Yeah.
get there, there's no
But
guarantee
that's-
Florida's gonna be there.
You know, everybody that's going by the bracket. You just going by the bracket.
Right.
When these games are
Bracket
played,
Or something. You up?
What?
Yeah,
What the hell? A call? Mike
Look.
Miller.
You
Uh,
good.
I think it was my own court.
Nah, it seemed like
was.
you was on to
He
another
was-
court.
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
he
it was on my
It
court.
was his court, the orange one.
Orange one?
Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
court.
but you know how they say bracket busters.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, things
Yeah.
change after the first round.
Yeah.
You predict who's gonna win, but once these games start, the first round it be bracket busters. The
right.
first round, so that changed everything up after that.
Yeah.
After the first round, it changed everything up.
St. Peter's went in
Yeah.
there and beat Kentucky, and then they beat somebody else. They made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is win 2
And
games.
what was the
you're
other
in Sweet
team that year?
16.
Loyola of Chicago with the old lady being the
Yeah.
stands, they did it too.
All right.
Yeah,
So
so
let's just do this so we can go week to week. So we can start out this week. Everybody pick 4 teams. And if your team survive, we keep it moving. If your team don't survive, you adjust your 4 the following week. All right, so
I need a bracket.
we could, we all try to pick 4, get to the, and that's everybody paying attention also. Y'all want to contribute, you want to text, you want to call once the phone lines open up. Let us know what 4 teams you have trying to make it. And if they just fall out, after a while, if you're just horrible, the next week or the following week, we don't want to talk to you about it. But anyway, if you're good, feeling good, shout out to Eric Wilcox and Silent Assassin. If you're feeling good about your 4, and it's like a no-brainer. Say, off the rip. Right.
Well, this is easy. The first round, I'm taking all the number ones.
Right, there you go. I mean, that's how it starts.
I'm gonna take all the
And
number
then,
ones.
you know, right.
The first round.
That's what I was gonna do. So don't be stealing my answer. Like you look on the page.
You know,
All right, but
that's the easiest you could do.
then as you know, as it progresses, and
There's
we
gonna be
go-
changes.
We tighten up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not that you win a big crown or anything like that.
Mhm.
A shout out to my cousin Rochelle, Lady Liberty Glover. I went to see her yesterday and whatnot. She was performing, her and cousin Nate. They did their thing. If I could only remember where we were. No. Shout out to
You-
Cecil Post.
And that was yesterday.
Yeah.
You be all over the place so much you don't even know where you be. Oh man.
Shout out to Postel to watching Post.
What up, Post?
Check out his show on Saturdays, Rally Radio, 12 p.m., where the world of fast cars and action cars live. Just check them out. If you need to know something about automotive stuff, just check them out on Saturdays right here. So, yeah, but
I put this one in, but there's no locations. It's just the seatings.
Who you going
yeah,
for?
so I mean, well, let's get at it. Todd, you'll go with the
I'm
top
going with
four.
all the number ones. Make it easy.
Serge, I ain't mean to get at you. Relic,
Yeah, really.
You going to Syracuse?
Funny today. It's funny today. Let me see if there's an upset in here.
we can do that too. You got a dark horse for upset.
Well, if we do just number one, so we're not doing number twos. then-
Nah, you pick like
You
say
pick who
Whatever
you want.
4 teams
I
you
got.
think are gonna
he,
go far.
He taking too long.
Oh, okay.
There,
okay,
Greg.
okay.
I got Tennessee, Alabama. I'm doing number 2 people. Tennessee, Alabama, Michigan State, and St. John's.
That's good.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'll take Michigan State and St. John's too. This is just for the first round,
Right.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, and Duke and Houston.
All right, so I'm gonna take Duke. Duke, Michigan State, St. John's, and I'm gonna take Kentucky.
St. John's, Kentucky, Duke. Who else?
Michigan
And
State.
Michigan State, yeah.
Wilcox said that Florida is a sleeper pick. All right.
They
They're the
sleeping.
favorites.
They not sleeping.
They everybody on TV like Greg
Yeah,
said.
they
Everybody
number one.
say
Duke,
we saying fly.
St. John's, Michigan State, and
In Kentucky.
Kentucky.
They saying
Look how good what's going to play coming down the end of the stretch. Michigan. They play
Yeah,
well.
they play well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the 4 number ones.
they play very well.
Just to start. You know, it'll get more condensed next week.
Oh, of course.
Because
Right.
people, is when to go home. And a whole
That's
bunch
every
of
week.
people.
That's every game.
A whole
I'm-
bunch of people going home.
I'm gonna tell you something. That women bracket gonna be something else too.
Yeah.
I was looking at that too. Like,
Yo.
wow.
They got some teams in there.
We talking men, but right, they were.
That woman
My
bracket,
cousin
boy,
Arnold said
But
UCLA all the way.
you could just basically put
you know the
the
team.
ones, all 4 ones,
in the women.
and a couple of the 2s, and that's
Yeah,
usually.
easy.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
like your
It's
eighth
very
grade.
rarely
Upset.
Yeah, they're
right.
usually at the pick.
There might be an upset, but when you get to the final 4, it's usually the top
Those
4
top
women's
teams,
teams.
yeah. But that
They
alone,
more
those top
automatic
4
than the
teams
men.
alone, those games be a doozy, man. When they get to them girls are balling. So it's a
But
good-
I'm with Rebecca Lovell. I ain't like the fact that if they get to the final 4 and all 4 of them ones, they don't played each other 3 times. Each other, the 2
be
that's
their
supposed
fourth.
to play against
Yeah, it'd
each
be
other
their
go
fourth time.
fourth, right?
Yeah, that's
that
tough.
they play each other. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you mix that up?
yeah,
What is the big deal? Mix it up a little bit.
yeah.
I mean, I know they're good teams and it's good games, but still, let's see
Well,
something a little different.
Right.
But they the four best. They the four best teams. So
Yeah,
what
but
was
you
gonna
could
do?
just put them in any order. What difference do it make? Make UCLA 1, South Carolina 3, put the other one at 4 so that they don't play each other.
Right.
Right,
Again, to the
right,
championship.
right.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all.
that's true.
You just pick the 4 best, but just put them in any order that you know they're not going to end up bumping each other. in
Well,
the Final
Dawn
Four.
Stanley's
Or
upset, so she's not playing all these tough schedules anymore. She said it's over because they had the hardest schedule and they weren't the number one overall.
So what?
Right.
You lost
They
games.
lost to UCLA.
Yeah, but they still had
They
the
lost
toughest
to
schedule, and the
UCLA.
toughest schedule is supposed to be the number one overall. So she
If
says,
you win,
so now she says that she's just
well,
she's
that's
not
on us.
right. So now they'll just be
So
32 and 0. Yeah. But if you had a tougher schedule,
but this is where I'm going with that. You play those weaker teams, and now when it comes to the
Imagine-
tournament, you not battle tested,
Not
and your
tough
team
tested,
lose.
right.
It's going to be on you because you didn't play a tougher schedule.
Right.
I'd rather do that during the
Well,
season
they
and be battle tested.
the SEC is battle tested
Already,
right there.
right.
So they don't have to worry about that.
So
The non-conference thing, I mean, they lost to UCLA, and UCLA is number 1 overall
UCLA
team.
is tough.
So you lost head to head. That's why they're not the number 1, they're
Exactly.
number 2. You lost to them. So and UCLA won the Big Ten, and they was one of the top teams the whole season. So
Yeah.
that's why you number
They
2.
deserve it.
Right. It's not like you played them and beat them, because had you beat them, then you'd have been number 1.
Exactly.
Who's the
But
top
they're already-
4 in the women?
Shoot, if anybody got an argument,
UCLA,
USC got an argument
USC,
because they beat
Texas,
Carolina.
Texas,
Because
and
they beat-
Southern Cal.
They beat them twice this year.
Who?
USC, UCLA.
right, but
They
they
beat
lost
them
in the
twi-
final.
But they look yeah. But I'm saying, if anybody got an argument, it's them because they beat them twice.
In Texas.
You know.
Yeah, Texas.
So if you don't win when it counts, how you gonna complain?
Shout out to Tiny who's checking us out, watching.
Hold up,
That-
hold up.
What's
USC is who? It's South Carolina,
USC
right?
South Carolina
No, I'm
and,
talking
and
about- I'm talking
South
about
California.
USC,
Southern
Southern
Oh, okay,
California.
okay.
That
Yeah, they
USC.
both have
Both of them is USC.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they said USC beat UCLA twice.
They did,
and lost in the final.
but they lost in the
played three
finals.
times.
Yeah,
Right.
They
So-
lost the final.
yes,
So what's South Carolina card about?
that's what I'm saying.
Did they? How many? They lost what, 3, 4 games?
They beat them. They lost it on one time. They played head up and they lost
And
one
they
time.
got stumped by
And
Connecticut.
they got stopped by Connecticut
So that
by
didn't
29,
help.
so that ain't help.
That big girl on UCLA is tough.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Betts.
They ain't got a big girl in the college that could deal with her. That I see. She's tough. She's tough.
Shout
It's
out,
gonna be
gonna-
interesting.
It's gonna be interesting, like you said.
shout out to Calvin Moore, the enforcer, watching, checking us out on the check-in. Anyway, hey, that's crazy. So it's gonna be a lot of basketball. I think we're coming in next week. We're gonna be basketball out.
Yeah.
And then right after that, you're gonna have the NBA
We
playoffs.
used to, this
You know,
used to be
it's
the
gonna be
funnest
time.
time. It's still the funnest time.
This is the best
NCAA
tournament to me. Out of everything
Yeah.
that go on sports wise,
especially
to me, this is the best thing.
especially when it first started, because games be
Now
on
I could
one
be
in the
home
af-
to
one
watch
in the
it all.
morning,
That's right.
1 in the afternoon.
That's right. Start right there, 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
All day long.
yeah.
Like,
My wife already
like
told me, I know where you gonna be
14 hours of
Thursday.
TV.
Yeah, she said, I know where you gonna be in
Yeah.
front of us.
4
Right in your
different
recliner.
networks.
Different
Better
networks.
believe it.
CBS, right? I'm
That's
saying
right.
ESPN,
True
TBS,
TV.
TNT.
And
True
True
TV.
And
Yeah,
True
I'm
TV.
just saying over the years, that's what I was
Yeah,
watching.
ESPN got the women.
Yeah.
The men is TNT, True, and CBS.
too.
You got basketball. If you like basketball, if you like good basketball, these NCAA tournaments the best thing on.
Yeah.
Because it's one and done.
Right.
Ain't
Yeah,
no
one
coming
and
back
done.
tomorrow. I don't care what you did in the
Whatever
regular
you're doing
season.
today, that's what's
One
gonna
and done.
affect the game. However you shooting today, or whatever.
Yes.
Stars born every freaking game.
Somebody gonna come out and
And
Cinderella.
stars
right?
go out too.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this might be your last hurrah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Pack your bags, clean out your locker in case you don't make it.
Yeah.
But if you make it, then you keep on keeping on.
There'll be some
Which is
surprises.
Always.
Yeah.
Do you
Somebody
see?
in lottery goes up on for this.
Do you see the girl that was playing on LSU that was getting toasted by Kaylin Clark, she switched schools, and now CCU. She's like
The left-handed girl.
Yeah, she's playing
she
her butt
very
off.
well.
Yeah.
She did very well.
Yeah.
She did very well. That coach, I don't like that coach.
Kim Mulkey.
Yeah, I don't like her. She's funny. She's real funny. And you put the blame all on her when they lost, when LSU lost, but you got those other stars. How you put the blame on her? Maybe if you were smart for me, if you was watching those games, and I would have took off the point.
Right.
They shouldn't have let her play the point. Let her play the two.
Right.
They shouldn't have let her play the point.
Yeah.
And then you came down hard on her when you lost. And I don't think you should. It wouldn't all fall on her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The little white girl?
Yeah.
Who came from Louisville.
Right.
Yeah.
And
She
now
went
she's
to-
on
yeah.
TCU.
And she went to
Haley
TCU,
Van Liff,
And she
whatever.
played very well.
Yeah.
And got them in.
She
They
was good
won.
at Louisville.
Yeah, she was real good
Her
at
mistake
Louisville.
was going to LSU.
Yeah, I don't know why she left.
She
I don't
left
know why she
for
left.
the money.
Exactly.
Okay.
NIL.
The nil.
That's the problem.
That is
They
the problem.
got to figure it out because
Steve Alford complaining about it. He just got fired from New Mexico or State or whatever it was, and he's complaining about that because that nil money and the transfer thing.
Yeah, if you're not at a
Destroying
big time
coaches.
school and you ain't got the money to give these kids like the other big schools can, you can't compete. You can't compete.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for those
And
little
like I was
schools.
saying the other day, it's going to be far and few in between. You're going to see them schools like San Diego State and the 4-year
before,
schools
yeah.
that everybody was staying at. They don't stay no more because once
No.
you become a star, you don't stay at San Diego State. Now you go to Indiana or you go to somewhere with a bigger name because
Yeah.
you're a star.
Yeah,
Right.
You got cats been playing in 4 different schools for 4 different years.
yeah,
Every year they
that's crazy.
transfer now.
Yeah,
And they
Yeah,
ain't
but I
got no
wouldn't do that.
control over that.
Yeah.
that's too much to because then you got to get yourself adjusted again. Even if you're a good player, now you're getting adjusted to a new system.
Yeah.
Pick a school and
Here's
stay.
$100,000. Here's $500,000. Oh, I'll adjust. Boom. They adjust for that money
They follow
quick,
that
fast,
money.
and in a hurry.
They
That
follow
money's
that
what
money.
doing it.
Yeah, coming out
So
of
you
the
think the
Because
kids-
Richmond is at St. John's because he got $500,000 to play at St. John's instead of Seton Hall. I
Right.
don't know how much Seton Hall offered him, but whatever it was, it
Must
wasn't
wasn't enough.
enough for him not to say, "Oh, yeah, I'll."
So now do you think the kids are gonna stay in school longer? The guys, because girls already stayed. They usually do for you.
Well, they'll stay longer, especially the ones who
not lottery
are
picks.
tweeners, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they know they can
The
stay
guys-
longer
the
because they
guys
can make
who-
money there.
The guys who
Yeah.
were projected to be big time and
Right.
they run into college and they find the games just a little bit harder.
Right.
Then now they say,
You gotta-
okay, well, I'm not gonna stay at this school because I didn't shine here. I'm gonna go here, and they're gonna pay me to shine at
Right.
that
So
school.
you don't have to jump
right.
and make
It
that.
ain't-
Because
it
once
ain't-
you
it
jump to the NBA and don't make it, you done.
Yeah,
You got to go overseas down and play.
Right.
You done.
Right,
So at least you can still stay here and play college
right.
and get a little money in
make
your
a
pocket.
couple of $1 million while
Yeah,
you're doing
and
it.
get a little money in your pocket.
And
Hell,
that's
they
they
got- they
hopefully
paying-
get better while you
They're
in
paying
college.
that freshman kid almost $10 million to play next year at BYU. He would have
Oh,
never went
yeah.
to BYU, the
That-
number
yeah.
one kid, the Bonster,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah, I
his
know
name
who
is.
you
Oh,
talking
really?
about.
Oh, wow.
He
6'9"
would have
kid.
never went there.
Yeah,
But they paying him $10 million.
yeah,
Or the football kid that switched from LSU to Michigan because Michigan gave him $10 million.
Yeah. that's outrageous.
Freshman.
Outrageous to be in college making $10 million.
But
Right.
wait, but that
That's
that
crazy.
shows you how much the school is making.
Oh, we
and
already
no,
know that.
and no one was getting no money.
No, we
They don't got-
they were.
making money.
Right.
They were.
They done got to the point where they hiring GMs to run
The
programs.
colleges.
No longer
The
athletic
colleges,
directors. Now they got GMs
yeah.
running this.
Because you got to
You
know how
got-
to manage that money.
Right. You got salary cap people
Yeah.
who know how to work the salary cap in the pros. They're hiring those kind
That-
of people to
The guy that used to be on
Running
NBA TV did that. Whatever his name. They got Shams now. The guy that was before him, he left to go back to his alma mater.
Yeah.
To do what you
right.
just saying.
Oh,
yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. And he gonna get paid.
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I can't. What is it?
I can't remember his name either, but
yeah.
I know who you're talking about. The
Yeah.
guy that used to do
Do-
all
Do all
the
the
breaking news stuff.
breaking news stuff. Yeah.
But that's been going on for years. The decades.
Right.
College making all that money.
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm
Well,
just
the kids
saying,
wasn't
like-
getting
Right, the
money.
kids
But-
wasn't getting the
But
money.
to see how much
They
they're
was-
offering the
They was
kids,
Yeah,
getting
that
it,
Under
sounds
the
out of
table.
control.
but it was
Under the
under the table.
under the
Yeah,
table.
which is
Because
a
you-
violation. if
You
they
always
get
got
caught.
that big famous story about how the kid that was gonna go to Kentucky was at the airport and his duffel bag opened up and there was a whole bunch of money in the
Right.
duffel bag. So there was always guys getting
Undercover.
paid,
Right,
but it wasn't on the level that they're getting paid now.
right. And it
Now
wasn't-
these
and it
kids
was
got
hidden.
a lot more control. Well, first is that you got probably kids like that same kid, the Bonster. He was in California. He went to Utah to play for a year, his senior year. I'm sure he got paid to go to Utah just to go to high school.
He said that what you call him, the coach, because he likes Kevin Garnett, and I think the coach or trainer, whoever trained him, I think he's at BYU, so that's why he went there.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the trainer. It's not the $10 million. It's the trainer.
That's the politically correct.
Man,
That's what he said.
If a historically black college had offered him $10 million,
Kurt, what's going on, Kurt? I see you out
he'd be
there.
right there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So
But that's what they say.
What's up,
Yeah.
Coach Kurt?
It's incredible what this nil money and this transfer portal is doing in
Yeah.
sports.
all right.
Yeah.
So we in the first half hour of First Stop to the Next Stop. Phone lines is open. The number is 516-206-0711. So sometimes I say that too fast, so I'm gonna say it real slow. 516-206-0711. Give us a call. Let us
Get
know.
a piece of paper and put it up on the screen.
Right.
A big piece of
Type
paper.
it in the chat.
I'm thinking 516 area code. 206 pretty easy. The 0711 is like
Can't beat it.
0.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
I need the 7 and 11.
But now, see, there you go.
That's easy.
Yeah,
0.
Yeah, you right.
7-Eleven.
He got a flashback. He got a flashback.
0711.
He couldn't.
He couldn't say the store.
Well, he thought he was
He had
on,
to say the
he
dice
thought he was
roll.
on Farmers
Yeah, he
Boulevard.
thought he was at the Rock. He thought he's at the Rock.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he thought he was at Farmers Boulevard.
Some
Right
things
at the
doubt.
Rock.
some
Throwing
things
the
never,
dice.
some things never leave us. But we was in the back in the store where they had padded walls.
Oh.
Question of the day, Coach Kurt. The question of the day is what's your Final Four? Or what's your four that's going to go from 1 week to the next?
I got a question of the day for y'all. What do y'all think about that girl that hit the other girl in the back of the head with the baton?
That was deliberate. Damn.
Yes, I feel that, and she's just
I tell
she's
you
crying.
what.
She's
I tell
crying
you what.
because her feelings. She's emotional. She knows she messed up
She messed
because the
up.
girl went to go around the first time and she couldn't get by. Second time she was, and she was like, "Bump this."
I gotta laugh at her response to it. What happened? You know what I'm saying? How she made that story
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
You know, I gotta
When-
give her credit for
When
that.
I came around,
She
swung.
lost her balance, she said, and she was trying to get her balance back. That's what made her arm swing.
And she
hit
also
her.
said that the baton got stuck in
caught
the
in
girl's
that-
shirt.
Yeah,
Right.
in the shirt. Yeah.
Really?
I
She
had
was
to give
tight.
her because if you didn't know what happened, if you look at the replay, she could have sold that story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It looked just like the way she said it.
Yeah.
But everybody knows.
All right, Matt. Try to get
That
it,
all
Matt.
went up and
Bam! Coach Kurt said Houston's winning the championship.
All right,
All right, coach. All right, you got your winner.
All right, well, do you got
I'll be
who they
going for
playing
anytime I go
against?
for them neighborhoods.
You pick one.
Yeah,
We need three
every
more.
time I'll be going for them
Michigan
neighborhoods.
versus Houston. Michigan State. Who's his opponent? Who's their opponent?
Just like what you call, I be going for him sometime. He can never win it.
And then,
Who's that?
oh, so
Auburn
you,
coach.
Oh, and you know who else? Purdue. They be choking.
Yeah, they choke too.
the whole Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
For the
coach?
most
What's the
part.
coach of Auburn?
well, what's
Bruce
the
Pearl.
what's the
Yeah, you
question?
can't. He don't look
Oh.
like Franco to y'all.
he do.
Yo, he be cracking me up when I be saying.
Oh,
Hey,
so Coach Kurt said, does anyone know what Rob Pelinka and Bob Myers have in common? They both white. Former GMs.
Who's Bob Myers?
He used to
The
be
guy
Golden
from
State.
the Golden State that he's on the
Oh.
thing with
He's on-
Kirk and
I know
Steve
he's
Nash
on
down.
He on NBA TV.
They'll both be on TV next year. Rob Pelinka will be enjoying it.
All right, Matt. What we got, Matt? What's going on?
Yeah, you know I had to be the first one, man. You know,
Always,
shout out
man,
the whole
always.
panel.
You gave him 7 minutes too.
Always.
Nobody called.
He was dialing. He was trying to
okay.
bring up the line. We good.
I
we
thought there was
good.
something wrong with the lines again, but
All right, we good.
all
we
good, man.
What up, Matt?
What's good? What's good? Superstar, Greg G, Relic, Surge, the Magnificent.
Yes,
So
sir.
shout out to my man, Coach Kirk. Get well. Feel better, get better, my brother. All right. First, I want to say, representing Georgia, coming from New York, I had a great old time out there with my boy Philly Matt. We went to the Hawks game and had some great luxury seats and whatnot, man. We had a great old time, man. Also, rest in peace to my man Junior Bridgman, man.
Oh yeah.
Successful after his NBA career. He did his thing. In the 80s, when I started watching basketball, that Milwaukee team was good, man. I had my boy Sidney Moncrief on there. I think Marcus Johnson, a couple other players, man. I thought that team was going to go further than what they did. But rest in peace, Junior Bridgman.
They had good teams.
Oh, St. John's. That's another team in the 80s when, I was following basketball, college every day, pros, and I was into it. Like I was talking about the college and the mill, it's ruined. I don't blame the players. I don't blame the players for taking money, getting money, because I think the coaches started recruiting players. Come to my school, you're going to do this and everything, and then they would bounce for better careers, leaving the players holding the bag. So if the college is making money, yes, the players should make money, and that's why you have all this, domino effect of players leaving and not saying no allegiance to their alma mater, whatever it is, like it was back in the day. So the tournament, I'm not going to even watch the tournament to maybe like the Final Four, the Sweet 16 or something like that.
Really?
Because I just don't know the players like that.
That's how you get to know them, by watching it from the beginning.
Yeah,
because you don't see these teams play.
Yeah, and when draft day start, you're gonna see some of these guys come out.
And it's competitive games. So that's what you want to see.
I mean,
I can't stand.
I used to know the players. I used to know the players in the teams before they even get to the tournament.
Right.
So you know who was a power. You know who can possibly upset who by the matchups and everything.
So
I
listen,
could get to know them. But
now that you retired, right? You have plenty of time
Yeah.
on your hands. You could get right back into it.
I
Do the
do,
research,
but
man.
here's the
Do the
problem.
research.
Here's the problem.
What's up?
I might look at the players for a whole year. I might, want to see that team do well. But the player will bounce and they'll go to a whole new West Coast school, and then you don't have that chemistry anymore. Back when I was watching anyway, you had the Big East tournament. You had Georgetown playing St. John's. Those players stayed at least 3 years, and they competed against each other. So you had rivalries. I don't know. There's not really no rivalries now. That's just me. I'm not saying nobody should watch. You can watch all you want. It's just lost that flavor for me.
I get you. I get you.
But somebody got to be tough. Oh, and Coach Kerr said,
I don't know. I don't know who to root for. I don't know who to, root against. I had teams to root against. Georgetown was our rival. We had North Carolina Duke. That's not even a rival anymore. North Carolina barely made the tournament.
That's still a rival. It's still a rival.
Big time.
Yeah, it's still a
It
rival.
don't feel like it to me. It don't feel like it to me.
If you was in North Carolina and you lived there, it would be
a different story.
Yeah.
I'm missing out on the St. John's and what Rick Pitino brings to the city. Going back to the Lou Carnesecca days and Mark Jackson's and Chris Mullen days. But I'm hoping they do very well. If they at least make it to the Final Four.
That'd be great.
One other thing. As a side point and everything, I know you're not talking about it, but the Giants are trying to bring in Jameson Winston. This is how bad my Giants is right now. It's just killing me. Russell, Winston, and Flacco.
Well,
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Well, hold up. At least they trying to do something.
They gave up on Rodgers?
No.
Well, listen,
So if you got the number 3 pick, why aren't you looking at Shador or Cam?
I think
All
they
those
are.
possibilities.
But they are.
The problem is they might not be there because you got the number 3 pick.
Right.
And you still got the Titans and the Browns who ain't doing nothing with quarterbacks either.
Right.
So that means they looking at them kids.
right. So
You might end up with Jackson Dart.
When Ewers,
you got to try to do
No.
something.
They can get the Heisman Trophy winner. I'll take him, and then bring in a Russell or a veteran quarterback.
you in a good
That kid
spot.
is another
He is a good spot.
So let me ask you a question.
Who you talking about? Your team?
yeah, Giants.
They may
Yeah,
do
my
that.
Giants,
No,
yeah.
they may do that.
So you don't think
They
they
may
need
do
to get
that.
a veteran player? Shit.
3 is a good spot.
Who?
You don't think they need to get a veteran quarterback to be on the
A
staff?
tutor.
Not those.
Yeah, you want a tutor.
Not Winston. Russell got about 1 year, maybe 2. I'd rather they start with a franchise quarterback. That's what I'm saying. They got to do what they got to do.
All
I'd
right,
rather they
hold on,
It-
hold,
you
hold on,
know-
hold on 1 second, Matt. I just want you to pause and just marinate and let it breathe for a second. Just 1 second. Shout out to Eddie Ferguson and shout out to Desmond Malcolm. Now back to you. While you thinking about it, like, don't you think you should get a veteran quarterback and then try to get somebody, or you do the opposite? Try to get somebody, then get a veteran quarterback. I mean, which way you want it?
This is not the year of quarterback in the draft anyway.
Right. So
This is not the year.
So what would you
After the
recommend?
first two is gone.
Or
well,
we should be asking Post to call in because I think he had the ultimate answer before, but they didn't do it. They didn't go after Sam.
yeah.
I think you need a tutor, man. Just get like you said, get Flacco or Wilson and draft a quarterback, and he learns under them. That's
Right.
all.
So-
The hardest thing to do is to draft a franchise quarterback,
So-
right? It's easier to get the veteran quarterback.
What you said?
So why
That's
why
the
Wilson
easiest
can't
thing.
stay at Pittsburgh?
Yeah, but most of the franchise quarterbacks
You do?
is on their
Yes,
franchise.
I've been wanting
It's
one.
on their team already. It ain't too
Wilson
many
was
out there that's
awesome.
free agents if they're a franchise quarterback, unless you're going to get one in the draft. And after the first two picks, if you don't get one of them, you're not getting a franchise quarterback. So that's
I
the
don't-
difference.
That
That's
ain't
true.
necessarily true either.
Yeah, I don't
because
know if that's definitely true.
that kid Dart is pretty good, and you ain't bad.
His last name is
Milrow
Dart.
Milrow is like Jalen Hurts. They had the same reputation coming out of college. Athletic, not that accurate, but Hurts done turn into a good quarterback. So I mean,
I
He
guess
did.
I
He
guess
did.
it turned.
And
depending on
listen,
the
now,
coach
the
of the
Giants
game.
just don't have a
I would
concept of
never
what they're
say-
doing. You're going to draft a
well,
quarterback that's
supposedly
going
the
to be in the
Giants
pocket,
have
both, whatever. I don't
quarterback
know.
coach. They got Dable. He's supposed to be the quarterback whisperer.
I would never say that a player. I would never do like Tannenbaum said and said that a player would never
That's what
be
he
able
said.
to play. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm just going by what they're saying as far as projectors. But that kid Milrow, he got the tools. I don't know where his head is at, but we'll see.
I like his game. I like his game too. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, we
The other kid I never seen,
You know.
so I can't talk about him. That y'all talk about, I never
Look,
seen
you
him
can
play.
draft a quarterback at round in the third pick and the
Second
11th
or third pick.
and 11th pick
can
quarterback be better than him. So
You can get a
I
sixth
think you're-
round.
and
Shador fell.
History.
Shador was like a few games before the season. He was like number one projected quarterback. He fell to like going to the Jets or something like that.
They said
You
he
know,
might
so
even
I
go
don't-
further down than that.
Yeah, now they got
yeah.
him further.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen some
Yeah,
saying
so-
he's like 10th or
Like,
11th.
yeah.
right. So you do got a group
Ooh.
of quarterbacks to pick from.
So I got two questions for the staff,
But I would take Flacco and
and not
Wilson.
So first question is gonna be to you, Matt. You're not the
Yeah.
GM, but respectfully, would you take Shador?
I would take Shador.
If you need a quarterback.
Yes, I would take Shador. Yeah, because I'm feeling right now that I like a quarterback that has a chip on their shoulder. Oh, you know, I'm not the number one pick anymore, and with the pedigree that he comes from, I think they can turn him. They might not be able to say, Shador, go out there and win us a championship on your arm, but I think they can. I think that you can put enough around him that he can be a decent quarterback to where you can consistently be in the playoffs. I think he's good enough to do that. He might not be my man Daniels in Washington and a projected quarterback as far as number one. I think he had enough skills that you can put enough around him, and he can get you perennial playoff appearances. That's what I suspect. So I would take him.
All right.
So let me ask this question. It's something about what you said. Do y'all think he'll be a quarterback in the NFL? A good
I do
quarterback in the
think
NFL?
with the right, I think
I
coaching
think so.
staff and offensive coordinators, they can whisper in his ear and make him
I think he could play in the
quarterback
league
of his
and
skill.
be successful.
So depending on what offensive coordinator he goes to, they can make him the player. Look what happened with Daniels. The guy is rail thin, but they put a system around him that works for him. And he caught on to that system, and look how he's only rising up from there. Now they surrounding him with whatever he needs, and then to make him the quarterback that he needs to be. So it depends on who you, in my opinion. There's quarterback whisperers out there that have offensive coordinators that can put him in a system that works for them.
Yeah.
What
Don't
happened-
get the players around him.
Well,
that
We
can
was
do that.
basically asking you, like, if you was the GM or you was in that position, so you wouldn't let him go, you would pick him.
The
I
problem,
mean,
the
there's
problem
other
with
things y'all
people,
need, but
the problem with people's looking at too, I feel, is because you're being picked the second pick of the draft, and they saying he's not that talent, is not that worthy of him being. But you can't help who you come in the league with, the talent that's around you with,
Correct.
that you come in the league.
Right.
If you just happen to be there and there's nobody better than you, and people
but
need you,
it's at that
you know,
position.
right?
And when you're the Giants, you need more than just a quarterback.
Oh,
I mean,
what
I know
I'm
that's a
saying,
major obstacle,
Mm.
but there's
Correct.
guys in this draft, like he said, Travis Hunter, the kid, Abdul Carter,
Yeah.
the
I
cornerback from
agree.
Michigan, Will
I
Johnson,
agree.
who people know are going to be stars.
I agree.
So now you gambling on a kid that
Or-
might be a star
Right.
when you
And
need
then-
other
a
help.
lot of
No, I agree with that. And also, there's a lot of guards, there's a lot of offensive linemen in this draft.
There's
And that's
linemen.
what you
Gotta take
need.
them.
That's
Yeah.
what I would go for.
So y'all need
Need-wise,
y'all need
right.
everything.
Need-wise.
Right. There's
That's what
offensive
I would
line.
do.
Yeah, we need everything.
Right.
So
First of all, we need
Even not for
the
nothing,
brains of an
the
outfit.
tight end Warren is better than any tight end that the Giants have, and he's supposed to be a star when he get in the league. He's another guy like the guy from the Raiders.
Yeah, that kid from Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
He's
great.
a star.
Yeah.
I
You
know
got
he's
a
good.
tight end that's a star, then that
Yeah.
relieves your
Your
wide
quarterback.
receivers, right, and the
Right.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Because now you got a Travis Kelce, a Gronkowski, a Tony
Right.
Gonzalez type guy.
No, you agree. I agree.
And you
with
don't-
that.
right.
That help-
Giants,
that help
Giants, we
your
need a lot.
offense.
We need a
I agree
lot.
with
That's
that.
So
what-
you
no
gotta
question
help
about that.
neighbors out a lot.
And
So-
you don't want to drive a quarterback and then he's immediately starting getting thrown to the wolves
On a bum
on-
team.
Right.
You
That's
don't
why.
wanna do
That's why I
that.
said you.
So
get
let me get
Flacco
this
and Wilson.
in.
That's
Let
why I
me
said you
let me get
But
this in right
it's funny
quick.
because you say that, but Stroud got thrown on a bum team and he turned him around, and Daniels got thrown on a bum
It
team.
happened.
Right. It's right.
Turned him around.
It depends on who
But-
the coordinator is.
The thing is, I don't think that either Sanders or Ward is on the same level as Stroud and Daniels.
Right. It
They
can
just
happen.
like
but
like Todd said, it's just they
can
to
happen.
come out and they're the top two quarterback. Don't mean that they in any other draft they would have been anywhere
Exactly.
near the top.
All right, so I got two questions for the panel.
Right.
All right, so first, shout out to Steve Rideout and Yvette Abrams. So y'all Jet fans, what would y'all take if Shador is still available? Do you take him?
Take your door.
don't point
Hold up, Matt.
Dave, don't point at me
I'll
next
take the
time.
offensive lineman. I'm getting me a good offensive lineman.
point.
That's what they need. Just need offensive linemen.
You did like this.
All right, so no, so what about you, sir?
Thank you.
If Shador is available at 7,
Superstar said
I
no.
would look at the trades to see who wants him first, and then try to get more draft choices because we need a lot of help. We got Justin Fields. I'm gonna see what Justin Fields could do for us. Maybe he's got something that we haven't seen yet. He's young. He's gonna be with Garrett Wilson again. And like Todd said, we need offensive linemen. We need linebackers now because CJ Mosley got cut. We got a lot. We need defensive backs. We need all kind of stuff. So it's not like one
we
guy,
need much stuff
especially-
as the Giants. So that's why
basically.
I'm gonna
I
send it out.
mean,
So-
anytime you picking that low is
Right.
because your team stinks and you need a
Right.
lot of
All
players.
right,
Yeah.
so the second question is, do you think that Rodgers could take you to the Super Bowl?
We need Rodgers.
He said we need.
Bryce, you can talk.
He
No.
said we need.
You
you-
Hey,
Ray, talking to you.
which Rodgers?
No, Matt.
You talking to
No, Matt,
Steelers now?
Yeah, we
I think Rodgers is a capable, solid starter right now. As long as we get the line the way it needs to be.
could you make the sound effect?
Right.
Come on, you might as well.
Come on,
As
bro.
long as we get
For
the line the
yourself.
way it needs
Right.
to be.
Did you see where we was? We were
The
struggling.
Jets and Steelers is two different organizations, buddy.
We already know.
Yeah.
You
All right,
actually,
so
you actually
Look, listen.
so
I know y'all got a whole lot to talk about. Let me get off because I think some callers want to chime in with their opinion on this, that, college
gonna tell
basketball.
you
But I just want to say one thing:
Hold
do
up,
not
Matt.
sleep on the Cavs.
All right. Whoa. Okay. For right quick. Last year, if you recall, who took them out in the playoffs?
who?
The
Who you talking
Cavs.
Who?
It won't happen
The
this year.
Cavs?
It won't happen this
Who
year.
snapped the 17-game winning streak?
It won't happen
The
this year.
Cavs is a different team this year.
It won't happen.
I think they added that key piece
I mean,
and the kid Hunter. I think they're going. I'm actually betting against them. I'm
knew-
betting with them to beat Boston. I'm betting with them to beat Boston if they should play Boston. I hope
I
they
wish
beat
Kurt was
Boston.
here.
That's how.
All I'm saying
He'll
is,
say the Lakers ain't winning either. But I'm not
Sir,
delusional.
you hear that?
I know they Lakers ain't winning.
Oh, Curtis.
And I know the Knicks ain't winning. I understand
The
your
Knicks is not
fan.
winning. I'm a
Don't
Knicks
be
fan and he's not winning
delusional.
either.
Don't be
And there's
delusional.
one more
Gotta
thing.
mute his
Let's
mic.
go.
He
Gotta-
just turned it
They've got to go in the locker and tell Towns, Hart, stop crying for every call that goes against them and play ball.
Everybody.
Referee's not going to help you. You're out there to play ball. Play ball. You're going to get a lot of calls against you. Stop crying. LeBron and Luka does it a lot too.
Everybody
so,
cries.
you know,
man.
that's it.
Everybody.
All right, my New York family, man. Y'all stay up, man. Keep doing your thing. All right, I'm going to sign out.
There's
Everybody
But
cries.
There's 2 king cries in the league. That's
man.
LeBron and Dinwiddie.
Everybody who plays
Yeah,
this
but the
game
difference
cries.
is nobody cares about Dinwiddie.
Yeah, but he's a
He can
crybaby.
cry all he want to. It don't matter.
Cry all the time.
So he just
Everybody
crying to
cries.
himself. Ain't nobody even commenting about it
Right.
except you because
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even know
he's
that.
a crier.
I didn't even know that.
Everybody knows that.
He cries more than everybody.
I can't say
And it
that.
don't help him.
Yeah, he does.
It don't help him. How's it help him?
Shout out to Michelle Hustle Hard Hayes.
Michelle.
Check
Helps him average 10 points a
What
game
up,
on a
Shell?
bad Dallas team.
Yeah.
Give me a break. But before you get off the Knicks, I know it's only been a couple of games without Jalen Brunson, but I watched them the other day, which I don't normally do, and they look lost. And now I see why
They need a
Jalen
point
Brunson
Does what he
does
does.
what he does with the ball, because there's nobody else on that team that makes smart decisions when he's not on the court for some reason. They had a lot of stupid turnovers the other day against Golden State. That was a winnable game, but they lost it because they made too many
That's
mistakes
why-
when it mattered.
I always
And that's
say,
why-
what was the guy they got rid of, Serge? That I felt he played good. Burks,
Oh,
who
Burks.
played good. They could use a guy like that right now.
Yes.
They could use a guy like that right now.
Yes.
You know,
What I
that's why
like
don't
about-
understand
Because
why they
that
got
dude
rid of him.
Payne is garbage.
What I like
His shot is retarded. What is that shot that he does? Sideways, turning one way, throwing at the other. I
he
ain't
shoot
never
threes
seen.
like that.
I ain't never seen nobody shoot like that. What is that shot?
What I like
Oh,
about
that
him is he
Everybody
finds
got their own style.
he
I
finds
guess.
a little soft spot, and this is what I always said. I said this all year. He finds a little soft spot.
Who?
And he,
Payne?
Jalen.
Oh,
Brunson. He
Matthew
finds a little spot,
Briscoe
soft spot, and he shoots from there.
said
You don't have
on
to
his
shoot the
third
three. He'll
team
take the little
into-
twos and keep you in the game.
He's sure he's
I-
the one.
they should have kept
Aaron
that kid
Rodgers,
Burke.
y'all
They would be
talking
all right. I'm
about.
telling you.
Laugh out
Because
loud.
he fit into that system. He fit
Mhm.
well in that
Mhm.
system. They should have kept him.
I agree with Matthew over here when he said Aaron Rodgers is cooked. All right. So you probably
Like-
the only
like I
person
said,
outside of
I'm the only
Pittsburgh
still in
fans.
here. That's
Right.
not true.
Well,
That's not
Steeler
true.
He-
Nation,
he
stand
got-
up and make
He got
some
the
noise.
nerve. He's waiting for Minnesota. He,
Right.
he think
Minnesota.
he
He
think
wants,
that-
Rodgers.
he wants
Rodgers.
Minnesota.
he think
Okay.
he's going to get a
Minnesota.
3-year, $100 million contract
I
like
don't know why
Donald
he
does.
would think
That's
that.
what he's looking for.
No,
Yes,
That's stupid.
he's retarded.
Yeah, he's retarded.
He should stop.
Maybe-
Better go back to that
He's
cage.
a
Wait
one
a second.
year, $6 million guy
Wait a
now.
second. Maybe it's the same movie when Brett Favre came
That's
in,
exactly the
he went
movie.
to Minnesota.
Right.
So it's a repeat of the
After
movie.
leaving
Right.
the
It's
Jets.
the same movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Same
then when he
exact
went
movie.
to the, what
Yeah.
did he do? He had 15. Was he 13 and 3?
Yeah, they was a contender.
But it
Right.
wasn't. It had nothing to do with Pittsburgh. So you need to.
No. But you talking about 2 quarterbacks and one
No.
quarterback might come to me. So what are you
he's not
talking about?
coming to You didn't you just see what the movie you said?
Anyway,
Look at
let me explain
look
something
at
to
the
you.
script.
Y'all got your boy Randolph back. Y'all not happy?
Right. So that's what I was going to say. So I won't be surprised if we pick a 3rd round quarterback this year. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll take Rodgers. I'll take him for the tutelage. I'll take him to play some games. I know he ain't totally gone. We got receivers that he can throw to.
Again, Steeler Nation. If anybody out there was Steeler Nation
And Mason Rudolph wasn't a bad quarterback.
and
when he was
agreed
here.
with the relic, because you know he act like he's the VP
I am.
on the Steelers,
I'm Yem.
but they don't let you pick.
I'm Yem.
They don't let you're a yam, all right.
I'm
They don't let you pick. They're not letting you do
I'm
no
yam.
deal.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? So
They're not letting you do no
Look.
deals.
my issue, y'all know who my issue is. All right. As long as we get a solid team,
I understand your issues.
Tomlin just got to make the right decisions throughout the game. That's it. He does that. We don't just make the playoffs and just miss the playoffs. We're actually in the playoffs, not backing in, none of that. We got everything. Only person we missing right now is Harris. And we're going to find it. And Warren is good. Warren's a good quarterback. Running back.
Shout
And
out
we're going
to
to
Joe
find somebody.
or
The person
McFadden.
the
who's
person
watching.
that I
Joe?
don't like on the team is Broderick Jones, the offensive lineman. That's it. Everybody else is fine. Then we need some cornerbacks. That's it.
The right quarterback, we can shoot it
It's
out. with
amazing how
anybody.
a lot of teams that cornerback safety position is becoming very valuable
It's important, man.
because everybody
Shout out
throws
to
the
my
ball
cousin
all day
Elise
long.
Wilson on the
And
check-in.
those guys, there's a lot of jobs, in those positions. If you're good at that, you can make some decent money.
We got
Because
two. We got
that's
three
all
good.
everybody do is throw the ball.
We got 3 good receivers, 3 tall
What do you mean?
receivers.
They have
Come
a
on,
running
man. That's
game.
Lob City right
They
there.
do have a running game.
Yeah, they got a
People do
decent
take off
running
and
back.
run. And Rodgers is not going to run.
No,
Not everybody is that old ground and pound running
Understood.
team.
no, you only got a handful. You
Right,
only
ain't that many like you
it's
used
only
to be.
Baltimore and Philly, and
Right, and ain't that
ain't too many teams
Right.
after
Washington,
that.
the guy can run.
Washington's decent.
I mean,
He's
we still try that style. You know what I'm saying? But
Decent.
we need a better offensive line. Or we need the offensive line to mature with each other.
Watchacom is like that. The kid on Green Bay who used to play with the Raiders. He's pretty good.
Josh Jacobs.
He's good. He's good at that. But they ain't too many teams got them running backs like that.
Right.
But they're gonna start that now that Watchacom, he opened the door.
Who's that?
He Barkley for what he did
Right,
this year.
right.
They're gonna
Saquon,
put
right.
the respect back on that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, if you can't if you ain't see this year that if you don't run the ball, you can't win.
Right.
That kid's out there and they saying your team gonna take him. We gonna see, but I believe whoever get him, the kid from Boise State, that running back, that guy is very good. And they say the Cowboys is looking at him. They better get him. If they could get him, they better get him because you got to be able to run the ball in this league, man. That throwing
All
the
the
ball
time.
every down ain't gonna get it.
That's never
Not
changed.
gonna get it. It's
That's
not
never
good.
changed.
No, they
You
try
gotta
to
run
change it.
Right. But
They try to change it. They
Right.
try to devalue the running back. You gotta. This year showed you because
Mhm.
what's it called? The Eagles didn't have a prolific passing game.
Right. Right.
They won with that running that
Mhm.
ball.
Mhm.
All right,
You
let me say this. We in the first hour of First Stop to the Next
They try
Stop.
to take away the running
It
with
is
the
Super
point.
Dave
Yeah.
along with G Money in the building.
What up?
Sir, it's a sports star.
What's going on?
Slick the Relic,
Living fossil.
still on probation. Todd the Magnificent.
Yes, yes,
All right,
yes.
so
Over a year now.
but
He act like I come late every day.
So how long you been here?
No, he act like I come to work late every day.
I'm not extending your probation. It was by popular demand. Nobody said, "Yo, you gonna make
Yo,
it."
son, he stopped bringing water for everybody. He thought he was off probation. I called him today and said, "Yo, bring me a water on your way in."
Nobody congratulated you. Nobody said you gonna make it.
He said, "I'm still on probation."
Shout out to Chris White who's checking in. Shout out to Joe McFadden who said, "What's up to the panel, y'all?" All
Yes,
right,
what up, fellas?
What's up, Chris? All right, so
Oh,
everybody out there that's listening, if you got a final four or you like a four that you like in the first week, if y'all want to share it with us, you can text it to us. Y'all could call in. Phone lines is open. 516-206-0711. We want to know what you're talking about.
Dice roll.
We want to know what you're talking about in the college basketball field. What y'all like? All right. What do you like? What do you have? Let's talk some NBA and let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit about baseball.
It's on this radio show.
All right. Let's talk some baseball right quick because the season should be opening up 2 weeks or
27th, I believe.
27.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
right
open
around
up
the
the
corner.
mall because the Dodgers and the Cubs start the season off tomorrow in Japan. 2
Oh,
games.
okay.
Yeah, regular season.
I did see the
baseball.
highlights of that.
Yeah.
So right quick with the baseball situation.
Everybody's hurt
Right.
Right.
Well,
already.
Yankees.
Like what the hell?
Mets and
Hey,
Yankees. Mets and
everybody's
Yankees.
hurt
This is what I'm
already,
saying,
man.
Like
Is it? Should we just give the Dodgers the crown, or they need to play it out?
They
It's
gonna
162 games.
they gonna take it anyway.
see if they stay. Let's see how healthy they
Oh.
stay.
Shout out to Steve Rideout. He said Aaron Rodgers is not wanted in Pittsburgh. We need youth.
We need a tutor.
Thank
Still
you.
need a teacher.
He's not a teacher type of
Yes,
dude.
he is. Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
No, he
Yeah, he
ain't.
cut a Pittsburgh.
You drink that
will be.
Kool-Aid?
And this is why
Drink
he's
that Kool-Aid?
and this
No,
is why
God.
he's still on probation.
Yeah,
Because he don't
listen,
get it.
He drank
Listen,
that Kool-Aid. Who he ever taught?
We not your organization, all right?
We're not.
Listen,
And
we
that
gonna
is
come
why.
in and we're gonna be good.
He ain't teach homeboy.
And that is
when
why
he was
they
at
call
Green
you
Bay.
Helmet Boy, because you don't get it.
He ain't helped love at Green Bay.
We gonna be all right. All right.
All right.
Ooh, Lord.
Oh, and Matthew said the Phillies. So are the Phillies hot? Is it
Phillies
the
in the best
Dodgers?
division.
Yeah, well, you know, I think
They played pretty good last year.
they
That's
did.
The
pretty good.
Braves are still around.
Braves are still a
Braves
Braves.
ain't never going.
No matter what happens, those
Right.
guys always win,
Right.
man. I don't know
San
what that
Diego's
is.
gonna be good.
Uh,
They've got a lot of tough teams in the
in
national.
yeah.
American Yankees can slide in because the rest of the league ain't that great. So
Well, Boston's gonna make some noise. I believe.
it might make some noise.
I don't know. The Yankees always
Baltimore
get-
might make some
I think the
noise too.
Yankees. I don't know.
All right, here you go. What's up, Green? Talk to us.
Good afternoon, my brothers. It's always good to see y'all in full effect up there, man.
Yes,
What's up?
sir.
It's
Yes,
always
going
sir.
on?
good to see up y'all in full effect. I ain't gonna stay long because I'm on my way to a Knicks game.
We're gonna see you up there.
You gonna see me
You
up there?
just be all
I'll be
over.
in early days.
You be in LA. You just go to games in Georgia.
Hey, listen,
You
I'm
just be
going
all
to
over.
Texas.
I'm saying to
Leaving
Yo,
up, my brother. I'm leaving to Texas.
Okay.
As soon as this game is over with, I'm gonna stay up all night and I'm going to get on a flight to Texas. I'm gonna go see the Knicks play the Spurs.
Look at
this
you.
summer. I'm
Look
gonna
at
be in
you.
Texas for the next
It's
2
great
days.
to be retired, huh? It's great, huh?
Man, listen, every day's a Saturday over here.
I
How
hear
are
you,
you,
brother. I
sis?
hear you.
Enjoy.
I ain't mad at you, my brother.
Yo, not for nothing. Yo, Green,
Yo, what's up, bro?
did they pay you to go to that game?
Man, listen.
Because the Spurs is terrible,
Listen.
and I'm pretty sure the Knicks don't.
And Wemby ain't playing.
I'm sure the Knicks don't have that many fans in San Antonio.
You can say what you want, bro, because I'm in just about agreement with you because I'm not giving up on the Knicks because they played solid basketball this whole season, and they held down that number 3 spot, regardless of what Philly and Milwaukee self-destructing and the Pacers not being who they are no more, and Atlanta is not there. I still give the respect to the Knicks to be well over 500 and playing the way they're playing. Now, is it a chemistry problem with the players? Is it lack of personnel, or is it the coach? It could be a combination of all three.
I can tell you what it is.
What?
Oh,
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, you wait. I didn't know. I thought this keep going. They're not going to beat Boston or Cleveland. That's all.
That is true.
Okay.
But where do you see them at in the level of confidence with them as a team? Because when Brunson is out, there is no secondary point guard that can come in there and run that
It
team.
sure ain't.
No, it ain't.
There's no secondary point guard that can come in and run that team. I mean, like, goddamn. I'd rather go get Westbrook for $1.25 because that's what he's playing for. I said, at least he can come off the bench and help run the team and do something. There's no fire in there, no nothing. These guys are out there. I like them because where they have been making strides at, but at the still same time they hurting bad.
Yeah, they don't have a true point guard on the team after what you call Brunson, like you said.
Nah, and then when and believe it or not, now I see why they traded Cat. I like Cat, but then again, I see why they traded him. That dude ain't what he's supposed to be.
What you got to understand about Cat, what y'all don't understand, y'all expected too much.
no, we didn't.
He needs to play with another big man who is good. If Hartenstein was still playing with the Knicks, y'all be loving Cat right about now.
Just a second,
Y'all
Todd.
be loving Cat
But
right about now. He needs another guy.
We are pleased with his offense, but he needs a defensive clue.
He never had it.
So he
He
needs a clue.
never had it. He never had it.
That's true.
If you would have had Hartenstein with him, y'all would have had a great two-headed monster. But y'all didn't keep him, and y'all got the bum who can't stay on the court.
But
Listen,
So now you see him.
but
That's
the
why.
bum is out of breath because he's not in shape.
Yeah, well, that's what
See how
I'm
he's
saying.
gassed?
I would have did everything I could have to keep Hartenstein.
So
You know what I'm
again,
saying?
And I don't want to go back and try to continuously explain it.
It
They
couldn't keep
did
him.
everything they could do
They
in
couldn't
their
pay him
power
money.
to pay him and whatnot. And
He just took
right,
more money.
with
Right,
the
he
bird
didn't want
rights,
to take a
he
pay
was
cut.
right. He would have been.
Yeah, he took the more money. They couldn't pay him more.
It is a business. And
Once
you
again,
got to get
That
that
nil
money.
money got a lot of pull, even in the pros. It might not call nil money, but it's still more money. So you're
That's
going
what it's
for
called.
more money.
More money.
So what happened to the
More money, more money.
what happened to luxury tax?
It's
They
not.
just pay it.
Right.
Right.
But
You could have, but teams ain't trying to pay that.
But that's what I'm saying. If they would have went over that money, the eligibility money, they can only pay him. Couldn't they go over that and pay the luxury tax?
I think it's
Could that have happened?
Luxury tax,
I don't think
right?
so. I think wherever it was at was as much as they could pay.
Chris, give us
That
a
was
second, then call back.
Well, that's what I got to find out. Because if I'd had to go over the luxury tax, I would have did it. I would have did it.
I got it. I got you. But
Yeah,
and I'm
Chris,
getting
give
ready to
us
get
a
off the
second,
phone.
then call back.
One
Yeah.
more thing that y'all was talking about the football with what's the name? Shador, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Shador
Shador,
Sanders.
yeah.
It could be a hit or miss with him because where he came from and his pedigree is one thing. Okay, your father was an NFL player, but that don't make you one too. But the thing is that, to my understanding, when I'm looking at the reports, he dropped down because of his attitude. They didn't say his talent; they just said his attitude.
They did say that, but you know why?
Now the majority, yeah, go ahead,
They
I'm sorry,
call
bro.
him. They say he's too cocky
Cocky,
for somebody who's not been in the league yet. But you got
Right.
people. You got people. Other people saying, "I like somebody who's
Give
not
us a
so much
second,
cocky,
Chris. Give us a second.
Not so much being cocky, but he has confidence. Why are you gonna knock somebody who got confidence? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that they put that on us like that. You know what I mean? If he got that confidence, then prove me wrong.
Yo.
He get that confidence might take him over.
And
Kobe
he's
Bryant
his
was, you know
what I'm
father's child.
Right.
Kobe
So-
Bryant was cocky.
Yeah. So
So,
you know what I
Ant,
mean? I can't knock a guy who's confident like that.
Ant, right quick. Give us 4 teams that you like
Kobe was a
in the
superstar.
college basketball
Even
this
in
week.
high school. You knew.
For
he
the-
I
was-
don't watch college basketball too much,
He's a
brother.
star,
But I hope
he's
y'all
a
have a great day,
star.
man.
All right,
No, no,
all
no, no.
right, then. So I'm
I
gonna
don't
see
really
you.
watch college basketball.
All right, so I'ma see you a
Not
little
till I get
later.
to the Final Four, then I'll pick one of them.
That's
All
what I'm
right.
saying.
Still don't know who I'm picking.
We
I
gonna
got
find
you.
out.
So I'm gonna see you a little
So,
I
later.
hope he does.
You guys have been
rather
great,
be
man.
Shador- You
And
rather,
All
I'll
right,
see
my
y'all
brother.
in the garden in a few.
Safe travels,
you
man.
rather him be Shador Sanders or you rather him be Ryan Leaf?
All right, Chris, come on.
You know what I'm
Give
saying?
us a call back, White. Give us a call
Yeah.
back.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm saying. I mean, don't knock a guy. And you know what I'm talking about when I say they.
Right.
You knock, you know what I'm saying? Because he's confident. You want him to be
Right.
humble, and he's
Right.
not built that way.
Right.
So don't knock that against him. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Shout out to Cecil A.
You know,
Gard
let
and
him-
Jackie
I don't want
Smith.
somebody coming to my team and they get picked on the team, but they come in and they like scared,
That's why I
like you know
brought
what I
Ryan
mean?
Leaf, like,
Yeah, you know what I
getting
mean?
Frustrated because you
Oh.
don't want him to be
If
frustrated.
he's gonna be humbled, he will be humbled.
right in the NFL.
You know what I'm saying? He
But he's
will
not
be
he,
humbled.
but he ain't Bronny Jr.
Yeah,
right.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
ain't
But
junior.
let's see what happens.
MVP of the
Let's see
G
what happens. So they'll
All right.
humble you real
All right,
quick.
Chris, talk to us. What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing,
All
man?
right, all right.
We all right? How you?
What's up, Chris?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Listen. I just want to kind of chime in on what y'all were talking about with the Knicks first.
Mm.
As far as the Hartenstein, I agree with all of y'all. That was a big loss, in my opinion, because this guy, he's a good passer, he's a good rebounder, he's very good on defense. He did everything. But then also at the same time, he was given a longer extension with a bigger contract. And it's true, the Knicks can only give him so much. And what happened was OKC was able to give him a year longer with more money. So that's why he went over there.
Time out.
Not
No.
the years.
Mhm.
It's
No,
just the money.
no. Right. It was 3 years, $87 million. We've been
Oh,
talking
okay.
about this all season. The Knicks could only go 4 years to 72. So
Right.
the money,
All right, so it was less. It was more years. It was less years and more money.
Right.
right? He's making 29 million over here as opposed to 18 million.
Right.
You do the math.
And I also understand because honestly, this might be the last big contract he might get. We don't
Exactly.
even know.
You
So
never know,
I
exactly.
understand. I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you,
that-
gotta,
But
you gotta take the bag when you got a chance.
Right. That
right.
was
no doubt, of course, no
and
question.
he's on he's on two
No.
of the best teams.
The
in the
only
league right
question we have with that is, I understand the contract, what they can offer, but if they could offer them more and be in the luxury tax, pay that luxury tax. That's what I want to know. Because
Right.
if they could have did that, I felt they should have.
so right along here.
But,
That's above my
But-
pay
but-
grade because I
but by
I
that
couldn't
same
negotiate
token, if they had paid him, would they have been able to go get Karl Anthony Towns?
We don't know.
That's the whole thing. There's no guarantee that Towns would have came after they gave him that big money, because
Right.
then definitely they wouldn't have been able to pay that kind of money.
Probably not. Well, I think for me, they overpaid giving OG that money. They overpaid him.
Well, I agree with you,
didn't have
but
to
the
give him
thing
that
is,
much.
they didn't want him to be on the Sixers. That's all that really was. They didn't want him to
They
be on
didn't
the
have to
Sixers.
give. You could have gave him money. You didn't have to give him that much money though.
Well, I agree
They
with
need
you
him
too,
too,
but the money that he was getting really didn't have anything to do with anybody else, and they wasn't going out and getting other talent. And they like the Shamits and the Paynes, they only signed a 1-year contract.
So why couldn't you keep Burks? That's the explanation I need to know. Why couldn't they keep Burks?
You're welcome to go to the game tonight if you want to. You can come with us and you can get over there. You can ask some questions.
That, to me, he played well for them.
They
He's
do
your
that.
back,
They
and
do
then
that
you don't
throughout the
keep
whole league.
right. He's not going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Right.
If you could get a Payne and that Joker Shamit, why couldn't you just keep Burks? I don't get it. He played well for you
They do
in the
that the
playoffs
whole-
and stuff like
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
So I don't understand. He would be playing good for you right now
Yeah,
while this guy's hurt,
yeah.
while homeboy's hurt. So I don't understand that.
Well, didn't Burks get a 2-year deal or 3-year deal with Miami?
Yeah, I think
Probably,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, so
They wasn't gonna go that far.
They wasn't going to go 2-3 years. They wanted to try to go
They
1 year
wasn't gonna
because
do that,
with the
right.
contract that they have now,
here go my
they're trying to get guys for the 1-year deals. That's all they're looking for.
right. Here go my thing. So it's the GMs and the coaches. So like, if I say I got a problem with the coach, like I also got a problem with the GM. So like
Right.
the Knicks. So like I'm a Knicks fan, and I don't really care for the way Thibodeau run his players. And then the GM is Leon Rose and Worldwide West, and they think they geniuses, but they didn't do anything, even though they are on schedule to win more than 50 games. But
Right.
if you compare this team to last year's team, who you think is a tougher team defensively?
All right.
Last year,
Well,
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I said this before, and I told everybody at the end of the season, and even when they made the trade, they should have never made the trade. In my opinion, you have everybody healthy. Everybody would have been coming back. Julius Randle has 1 more year left on his contract. You see how everybody looks as a team, everybody on the court, and you didn't take that chance to do that. That's what bothered me
Exactly.
because you took Julius Randle, who's a 25-10 guy. You took DiVincenzo, who's a 3-point shooter, and also a shooting guard who's a rebounding guard. And you let those guys go to get Cat. And I'll be honest with you, when we first got Cat, I was like, yo, Cat's soft. But Cat has been aggressive this year. So I give him that. But at the same time, you're still giving up 2 guys that are 2 positions. And then not only that, when you have Mikal Bridges coming, you could have had Josh Hart coming off the bench. You think Josh Hart has a problem coming off the bench? He was coming off the bench last year.
Yeah,
He had no problem with that.
no.
So you got rid of your bench to get a good starting 5, and now everybody else, like OKC, like Cleveland, like the Boston Celtics, have a bench.
I agree
You
with you
have no
100%.
bench.
I agree with you 100%.
And then Cecil Agard just said they gave up too much for Bridges. A lot of people say that.
Yeah, of course they did.
We,
5
They did
picks.
the right thing.
You gave up 5 picks
Yeah, that's
for
retarded.
Bridges,
and
man.
Bogdanovich.
They
And-
did the right thing.
To
And-
who? To who?
And
Boyan Bogdanovich.
you see how what's it called is laboring right now?
He ain't even get. He ain't even
I
put on
guarantee
uniform
he's gonna
this
have
year.
he's gonna have his knee scoped before.
Shout out to
between
Randy
this
Logan.
and-
Watch.
Big
Yeah.
Boy who we just was talking about.
Towns?
Yeah, he
And then not only that,
he's
here's my
laboring-
other
he's
argument that
laboring
bothers me
right now.
too.
That
What is the
giving him
point? What is the
problems,
point of
course.
you picking up PJ Tucker and that dude, that young boy, Balchamp or whatever his name is from Milwaukee, if you're not going to play him?
Exactly.
And your boy,
You have to play these guys.
Guys.
You have to let them learn and let them have some type of chemistry because I'm telling you right now,
You're gonna need them in the
I'm going
playoffs.
to tell you right now, I don't think nobody beating OKC, man. I'm sorry. When you watch, do you know there was a game a week ago? Do you know that the coach, his decision, he benched the starting 5. He benched the starting 5. They were all in street clothes, and they still blew out the team. They still blew out the
They
team.
got a grip
they're the
bench.
toughest
They got a
small
good
ball
bench.
team right now.
They have a team. They have a chemistry that none of these teams can match right now. And all of them, the average age is 24. They're young. So that means when guys are coming off the bench, they're refreshed. They got full of energy, and they running up and down the court. And all these guys are out of breath. This is why the Knicks cannot compete with them. There's no way they can compete with them.
They'll play that. That's what I'm saying. They'll play that team. They'll play that center.
No, I agree with you.
So
They can't compete with them.
Bridges came out and spoke on the. I know y'all seen that.
Not
right?
according to the coach.
Right. Yeah.
So at least he
Right.
So
called it
how does
out.
that look?
He did call
Right,
it
that's
out.
true. Not
The coach
according to the
said they
coach.
never had that
the
conversation.
coach
Right.
wasn't telling the truth.
Somebody, so that looks bad.
Right.
That makes the team
That
look
does.
bad.
So
What did Bridges say?
he
That
talking
he-
about they not playing the bench
He
enough.
needs to play the bench
Yep.
more. You can't be playing us all these minutes.
And this is coming,
Tim said we never had that conversation.
right. And this is coming from the dude that don't miss games.
And lead
That's
the
right.
team in minutes played.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
So when the playoffs come down,
but-
they're gonna be broken down again.
But-
And what's called, like I said, Towns is already laboring. I see it every
Mhm.
time. That knee is giving them problems.
I mean, we're not
Yeah.
just going to talk about the Knicks. We're going to talk about your Lakers. LeBron be taking off games in March. How about that?
I'm not looking for my Lakers to win the championship this year, but you looking for
Yeah.
the Knicks to win. I'm not. And they not
Yeah,
gonna
but-
win.
Don't speak for
But-
me. I know
They
they're
not
not.
gonna win.
I know they're not going to win. Thibodeau got a ceiling. He's a second round exit. I'm not looking for the Knicks
Oh,
to win.
okay.
And if we ain't careful, we might be
And-
a first round
And
exit.
as long as he's coaching, you're not gonna win.
There you go. I agree with that.
But let me ask y'all something. Let me ask all of y'all something. Seriously, do y'all think anybody's gonna beat OKC?
I
It
think
ain't beatable.
Cleveland and Boston can beat them.
yeah, I think it's out of those two.
I think they can. Not I'm saying
I
they
mean-
will, but they are they capable? Yes.
What I'm gonna say
The
is
coach Kerr said we'll see when the playoffs start.
I think
Coaches are diehard.
Cleveland right now is the best 3-point shooting team. So if they can, Boston shoots the most threes in the league. So
Right.
so it comes down. I think it comes down to those two teams.
Well,
And-
see,
and
now
and
hear me out on this.
It's like last
The thing
year,
about
Porzingis
the thing about
played-
Boston, the thing about Boston is that their biggest problem, and I said this last year, but they was able to do it. They live by the three and they die by the three.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Right.
Exactly.
That's their problem.
Right.
Cleveland can adjust. They can go inside. They could go outside. They
Right.
do shoot a lot of threes, but they have that chemistry because you got Jared Allen and Mobley
Right.
that they could do. They could go in and out, and that's a
Right.
great thing that they have.
Right.
But that's the same thing that OKC has because they got Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein do the same thing
Right.
Yeah.
that Jared Allen and Mobley do. They do the same thing.
And also for Boston, they gotta have a healthy Porzingis.
Right. Porzingis.
If he's not there, they not
It's
beating
over.
they not beating
Right.
But the
OKC.
big
Right.
thing to me with Boston is their backcourt because they got the top defensive backcourt
Yeah.
in the NBA.
Yes, they
between
do.
Derek White and Drew Holiday.
They got the best.
They're going
They're
to
the
get
best.
on you.
Yeah.
They don't let you got to play hard against
Yes,
them on
you
the
do.
offensive end. You
Yes,
don't
you
get no
do.
easy baskets with Boston.
Yeah.
And they can shoot.
And
the three.
listen, nothing
And
for
they shoot
nothing.
the three.
And nothing
But
for
they
nothing.
also got that defense.
That kid Pritchard ain't no slouch either.
Right.
He's playing.
Oh
great
no,
too.
yeah, Payne
Both
Pritchard.
ways.
Listen, I wanted
Both
the Knicks to
ways.
get Payne Pritchard,
Both
but he's
ways.
in Irvin. I wanted them to get him.
He's
He's
playing
a
good
good
both ways.
point guard coming off the bench.
Yeah.
He's a good shooter, and
plays
he's
good
pretty good on
defense,
defense.
too.
He's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, so if Porzingis stay healthy,
Right. It's
That-
gonna be hard.
that's a matchup I would love to see.
Right.
I would love to see it too, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. As much as y'all give credit to the backcourt of the Celtics, I'm gonna tell you right now. There ain't nobody stopping SGA, man. There's nobody out there
I'm
that can
not
stop
saying that
SGA.
they'll
I'm
stop
sorry.
him, but
The dude
Playoff
got
basketball-
62 consecutive 20 or more points a game.
listen, one
The
thing
dude
I'm gonna
got
say
the
to you.
most 30 points
All
this
that.
season.
All
He
that.
has the most 40 points this
All
season.
that.
He has the most 50 points this
All
season.
that. Can I say something
Can
to
it
you?
be playoff
Can I say
Sure.
something to
It's
you?
a team sport.
Playoff basketball and regular season basketball is two different things. That's all I'm
Yeah, absolutely right.
Magnificent.
You're right.
The only-
That's all I'm gonna say.
The good thing that OKC got going for them is that last year they got past the first round. They
experienced. now.
they're right. They know
Right.
what it takes,
Right.
and they're young and experienced.
Right.
They're not old and experienced.
They
They're
still
young
missing
and
a veteran.
experienced.
Wait till the Lakers catch up with him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you're saying. Wait till the Lakers catch up
No,
with
I
him?
didn't say that. That's that.
I was speaking for
He's
Todd.
mocking me. He's mocking me.
Speaking
He's
for
mocking
Todd
me.
and Shannon Sharp. Lakers.
Oh, that's what you speaking on behalf of Shay Shay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
mocking me.
and the magnificent.
Yeah, he's mocking me. He's mocking me because I'm a Laker fan.
No,
He's
I'm
mocking me.
saying playoff Jimmy meaning when
Lakers in 5.
like a Jordan, his points go up when he need them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let me ask you something. Did you hear about this talk that supposedly the Knicks might be interested in Durant?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. That's been going around.
But
And-
That's a horrible move.
And it's another one for Giannis. They willing to give up OG, put him in a package to get Giannis.
yeah,
I don't know if
think
you heard
Kevin
about that.
Durant looked like a has-been out there playing.
Okay, but if you get Giannis, then what happens with Cat? You gonna put him at center? Why?
I know you don't want to hear that. You ain't got
Right.
OG to
Don't
get
touch
stuff.
me, man. Don't touch me.
Wait, you say that again, Chris?
I said if you get Giannis, right? So what you gonna do? Put Cat at center? Why? Cat, honestly, Cat is a natural power forward.
No, he is.
He's a natural power forward. So what you gonna do with Giannis?
Huh?
No,
Talk.
no,
Do
he's
what y'all
right.
usually do.
He's right.
They're not
You just-
getting Giannis.
You
Let me
just
hear
got to
that.
put him on
No,
the court.
they're not getting Giannis.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Oh shit, I hung up on him.
Yeah.
You did that?
Call
Right.
back, Chris. Call back.
I
you
was trying
did
to
that?
bring the screen back. No, I just hit the space bar.
Yo,
It's sensitive.
Yeah, Chris, we didn't want to talk about the Knicks no more.
Chris, call back, Chris. My bad, yo. I ain't doing it on purpose.
Y'all are wild.
No, the screen went dark.
He said, Greg said, they're not getting Giannis.
Dave did like this, and it
He
came
did a
back
green
on.
on him. He did a green
Yeah,
on him.
yeah, right.
They're not getting Giannis.
Chris, call back, Chris.
Them guys over there
Yo.
drinking before the show start.
Yo, Kurt,
But
yo,
they
Kurt,
say
you might
that.
not get your spot
H2O,
back. You
they
got
drinking
extra
water, they
pieces
drinking
in
water.
there.
I forgot the package that we was saying, but I know OG was in that package. That they
So
said to go after
propose
Giannis.
packages.
Yeah, but that package is gonna have
Yeah.
to be a lot
Now
more
the
than
Knicks
just
all of a
OG.
sudden-
No, it ain't. Yo, it is more people. I just don't remember. He was just a guy I remember more.
You lucky I ain't got that Todd sample right there. Oh my God, I should have put it on here.
Lakers at 5. All right, Chris. Thank you.
Now you calling back. Tell him no
Well, all
cursing.
right, Chris.
Don't curse
We
back
sorry,
out.
Chris. We sorry.
That's
That's a
all
little
right.
technical.
Oh, I understand. Y'all were tired of me yapping. I got you.
Nah, bro, my bad.
You want to go to the Knicks game tonight, Chris?
Yo, Greg, you got a problem with me, man? You telling me talking, man? That's what it cut me off, man.
Nah, my bad.
Chris, you want to go to the game tonight, Chris?
Hey, look, he giving you consolation tips now. Tickets.
Yo,
Yo,
You want to go to the game
he
tonight,
giving you
Chris?
apology gifts.
yeah, no worries. I'm gonna watch the game tonight, definitely. You know it.
I got tickets. You want to go?
You got tickets?
Yeah, you want to go?
Well, what time is it? What time's the game?
30.
7:30, right?
Yeah.
You wait till now after I'm comfortable in my house, bro.
Yo, bro, all you do is get uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yo,
That's funny.
Yo, Kurt,
yo,
give
man,
us a
I
second.
appreciate it, man. Maybe another time,
Oh
man.
man, we talking about Giannis. Kurt want to call now.
All right, so we ain't gonna hold you. And I ain't gonna let Greg hang up on you. I'm gonna hang up on you this time.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
No,
Man, what's the sample at, man?
yeah, but yeah,
Todd sample.
we just trying to get together.
The LL
Give me
Yeah, yeah.
give me your 4 teams. Give me
I don't think I put
four
it
college basketball teams. Hold on, Kurt.
Yeah,
Give us a second before we'll get Chris off. Hold on, Kurt. Call back in a minute. Anyway,
Work at the show and can't get through. That's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
Yeah, that's
part.
great.
give us 4 teams. Give us 4 teams.
We improving.
Coach, we gotta
I better make sure I show up more.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Honestly, I don't know with the college, but I tell you who I'm happy about. I'm happy about St. John's, man.
Of
All right,
course.
so you like St. John's to advance at least
That's my school, brother. That's where I came from, St. John's, man.
Another week. We ain't know that. All these years.
Yeah, man.
I
I was there the year when Zeno Hamilton was there, and I left at the year before Felipe Lopez went there.
All right, you had 3 more. You had 3 more teams.
That's what was what you call
You had 3 more teams, or you good?
Oh no! I'm just saying I'm rooting for St. John's. I don't think they're gonna pull it off. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't even know what teams. In my opinion, are gonna do it. But
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
was,
happy for
right.
St. John's, man. They finally got back, you know.
So yeah, so let me spin the line. Let me let Coach Kirk get in because he got something to get off his chest.
Yeah, no problem, fellas. It's always good talking to y'all, man. I'll definitely give y'all a call next
Always a
Monday. All
pleasure,
right?
my brother.
Thank you for calling.
Be
Chris.
safe, Chris.
Always. Y'all be good, brother.
All right, you too.
Later.
All right, Coach. People on the left side of the room said that they got the show and you can't even get in. You trying to call, so please call back.
That's bad. That's bad.
Please. Here we go.
That's
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
We fine.
Yo, Coach. We sorry. the relic keep messing with the phone line.
I was just
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
Greg hanging
Yo,
him up.
You see,
Extend his probation, man.
It's already
Why y'all
extended.
blaming on me?
yo,
Y'all-
Kurt, you see how they disrespect you when you ain't here?
They
That's
clearly,
okay.
they
That's
clearly was
okay.
hung up by somebody else. I ain't got them hang up controls
Wait,
over
Yeah,
here.
but you were the one who said Kurt's job's in trouble because we got an executioner. You the one getting Kurt fired. Yo, check that out. The probationary guy is trying to get you
Yo,
fired, Kurt.
Kurt, check the tapes.
Yo.
He did say it.
He said, I'm right there. Coach,
Listen,
you know I know.
GM stand for general manager. I'm
Nah,
moving up.
we getting ready to deport him to Pittsburgh. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
the only thing Mongo got over me is that beatbox. That's about it.
And we can keep the beatbox and get rid of him.
And he drink a lot of water.
They wouldn't even know how to turn it on.
That's all right.
Look,
Wait.
it's a relic. I know that.
Wait, yo,
We can
wait.
get any young kid to come in here and
I
learn how
got
to do
it.
that
I
thing in
got
like
it.
2 minutes.
I doubt
I
it.
got a trivia question, Coach. All right.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I guess.
So for everyone, who in the NBA is 7 players? Don't be looking, David. That had 20,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 4,000 assists. Name them.
4,000
They all
assists.
playing?
Are they playing now?
Time? This
The
is
only
on time?
only one person is playing now.
So it's on time.
LeBron is 1.
I checked. I cheated. I looked.
Okay.
Kareem.
2.
20,000 points.
Will
10,000.
Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain. 10,000 rebounds and
Magic
4,000 shots.
Johnson.
No.
Coach, you got
Karl
somebody.
Jordan.
Call Malone.
No. Karl Malone, yes.
Jordan, no?
Coach,
No.
turn down the sound in the background.
No.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Somebody in
That's
the
your
background
sound.
woofing.
Yeah, that's your sound.
So far we said
Will, Kareem,
Karl Malone
Karl Malone, and LeBron.
and LeBron.
You got 3 more.
Carmelo.
No.
Jason.
Oscar Robertson.
No. No.
Russell Westbrook.
No.
He said only one person playing.
The one person playing is LeBron.
Right.
The
that's what
other
I'm saying.
3 are
Westbrook's
forwards.
still playing.
How many of them altogether?
7.
7. You got 4.
You got 4 already.
And the rest
All
is
right.
forwards. All 3 forwards.
Dr. J.
No.
Kevin
Calvin
Garnett.
Hayes.
Yes, Garnett.
So, no, Larry Bird.
No.
What?
Shaq.
Shaq's a
No.
Tim Duncan.
Most of them.
Tim
Yes,
Duncan,
yes,
yes. Now,
yes.
who's the last one?
Jack Marin.
No.
Jack Madden.
They played on my favorite team. So
Charles
who is it?
Barkley.
Barkley?
Barkley. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said Barkley.
Charles
Barkley?
Yes, Barkley's number 7.
I looked on
Wasn't they talking about that on TNT not too long ago?
They were. That's where I got it from. But I
Oh,
didn't think y'all
wow.
were gonna watch
Okay.
it.
Damn. That's a
Oh,
good
I don't
one.
think y'all
That's a
watch.
good
I
one.
didn't see it. I
We
didn't see
ain't
it.
watching.
Yeah. So what you want to talk about?
Turning.
Yo, did anybody figure out the question I put with Rob Pelinka and Bob Myers?
No.
No, what is the answer?
Okay, they was both GMs, or one is still a GM.
Right.
Yeah.
They both played college basketball.
At St. Bonaventure's.
No,
Same team?
Oh, the same team?
no, they were on different teams, and they both played in a national championship game.
Against each other?
No,
Oh, in college.
Well, I think
And-
Pelinka went to Michigan, didn't he?
Yes.
yes, he was. He was on the team
On the Fab
with Glenn
Five.
Robinson and them. And that when they won that championship.
Yeah,
Oh.
with Glenn Robinson. What is
That's
that?
Oh, I
Right.
thought he was the first.
Now, now he was also there when with the Fab Five.
He was.
Was it?
Yes, he
Yes,
was.
he was. I thought so. Yes, he was.
Who
Yeah.
was there first?
He was
Glenn
there first.
Robinson or
Oh, Glenn
No,
Robinson
no,
was there first.
Pelinka was there first because he won with Glenn Robinson with them.
Interesting.
Now, anybody know about Bob Myers?
What about him?
Where he went
He
to
also
school at?
played in the team. He went to UCLA.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he played with
The O'Bannon brothers?
Ed O'Bannon. Yes, he played with them
Oh, wow.
when they won.
Greg is looking on your sheet.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm talking about Greg.
Oh,
Okay, I got a couple of quick baseball questions for Serge. I know he might get one.
Oh, here we go.
We all know who was the first Black Hall of Fame player. Who was the second?
Who was the first?
Y'all should know who the first.
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Is Jackie Robinson?
Yeah.
Who was the second Black Hall of Fame player?
Willie Mays?
I was going
Who?
to say that.
Willie Mays?
No, it was
No.
way before Willie.
No.
Larry Doby?
No,
Satchel Paige.
Nope.
Rico Cardi?
No,
Nope.
he's
Rico.
Are they legitly black, or you saying
Right, yeah, I'm thinking
because
Ron Carew.
No, they yes they are.
you know
It
because
had to be before that.
Right.
so it had to be somebody playing
And it
like
wasn't
in the
Willie,
60s.
so it was before Willie.
He played like in the 60s.
Yes.
I figured that he has to be an
Did he
old
play in the
timer.
American League or National League?
It just came up. Paul George out for the season.
What else is there?
That ain't nothing.
He's been out.
I mean,
The whole
they
season.
getting this draft
The
pick
Sixers
right
is in the tank.
now. Right. They ain't
They're,
getting this
they're,
draft
not, they're trying to get Tyrese Maxey out for the season.
They're crazy.
Did you see the
Okay.
lineup that they used
Y'all
the
need
other
a
day?
y'all need a hint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a hit.
He played with the Dodgers.
Roy Campanella.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Very good, David.
go Dave.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some claps.
And there's another baseball question. Who is the first black player to win MVP?
Frank Robinson.
Nope.
Willie Mays.
Yes.
No.
No.
Hank Aaron.
Nope.
MVP.
Give us a lifeline.
Reggie Jackson.
No, definitely not Reggie. Come on now.
No, not Reggie. Come on.
Throw us a lifeline.
You got to go back to the 60s again.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, sir.
No, it's got to be one of them old timey guys.
Yeah.
Roy Campanella.
Sir, you should know because he played with your team.
Elston Howard.
There you go.
Give you some claps.
And he was also the first black player on the Yankees.
Yes, he
The
was.
The last
Yeah.
team to be on the.
And actually,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was gonna shout him out as the Hall of Fame guy, but I said, nah, I wasn't sure if he did get the Hall of Fame.
Elston Howard.
Okay. Dave can't answer this question. I don't know if I told y'all. Who was the first black quarterback to go in the Hall of Fame?
You just asked us the other day, didn't you?
Well, did you got the answer?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Warren Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, it was. Okay, I thought I wasn't sure what I asked him
I
before.
remember that. Yes,
Okay. My last question. First black manager in the American League.
Frank Williams.
Frank
Who?
Robinson.
Robinson, rather.
Frank Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a tougher question.
Oh,
Who was the first black manager in the National League?
Frank Robinson.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
But all right, so everybody was anticipating that you was calling up to beef about Giannis coming to the Knicks.
Giannis ain't coming to the Knicks. Come on.
Thank you.
You can't be flowering the relics wing.
Why
No,
you say that?
he's not coming. First of all, they don't have enough picks to offer Milwaukee
Anymore.
or players.
They got players. They got players.
Not
Who
nobody good.
who would Milwaukee want from the Knicks?
Cat
Jalen Brunson
Look,
and
and
Cat.
OG.
and OG, exactly.
No, well they're not getting rid of Brunson.
Exactly. That's the problem. But he's the only one because you sure don't
Right.
want Mikal Bridges.
Right.
You get 5 picks for him.
I mean, they would
he
have to
can't.
give up a few
Nobody
players
understands.
from the starting
That's
lineup
been
Yeah.
learned.
and a lot of picks.
Shout out to Melinda Howard.
I
who
wish
was
I should have.
watching.
I had
Hey,
the,
Melinda.
What's up, Melinda?
I had the what you call. I should have copied it, and so I could have told you what the who was they had to offer and what the trade was going to be
Oh,
because
wow.
they had it down.
They had it.
I just didn't.
You don't know it?
I can't remember. I should.
Yeah, I got another.
But
Yeah.
coach, the reason
Yeah.
that Mungo said he's not going to your team is because he's still asleep and he dreaming about him coming to the Nets. So
He's not
He ain't
going.
coming to the Nets
He's
either.
not going.
Here, one more trivia. Who's
Go ahead.
the all-time leading assist leader in college?
The all-time leader in assists
Sixth. Yes.
in college.
Yes. NCAA Division One.
I
Scott
think,
Skiles.
No.
I think it's Chris
Who?
Corciani.
No.
Who? What do you say?
I said Chris Corciani.
Oh, nah.
yeah, that's
He's
what I
up there.
figured too. Is a Duke guy.
You are right, but which Duke guy is it?
Bob
Hurley.
Hurley.
Bobby
Hurley.
Hurley. Yes.
Wow.
That's the first thing that popped in my
I
head.
gotta look
but I
that
said,
up.
Okay.
Well,
I
no,
want to see
we're
what
going.
Chris is at. I want to
Oh,
see what Chris is at. 'cause
yeah.
He was there for me.
Wasn't Kyrie. I know that.
No. Nah, he only
Nah,
played
1 year
one
now.
year.
He
And
never
that
played
record
He
one
is
year.
even played.
and-
he even
Played
played
13
13
and
Right.
and the record is gonna hold forever because no one's playing 4 years of college anymore. So,
Yeah, that's
Right
true
now,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
well, they are, but it's not guys who's going to be that good that
Right.
people going to even worry about who he is. 'Cause you got guys that's going to stay in college for 4
Oh, yeah.
years because they're not pro material.
Exactly. You'd be surprised how many guys stay 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the money they throwing around.
The good guys don't stay longer than a year.
Right.
It's 2 at the most.
Chris is second.
Yeah, they'll stay in college, but they won't be at the same school.
Yeah, he's second. 1,000.
Yeah, he was.
Duke Hurley got 1,076, and he got 1,038.
Never heard of him.
Nah, he was nice.
Who's on? Chris Cortiani?
Yeah.
Where you at now?
Did he go to what? NC State?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went to NC State. I don't know where he at now. He's like
I don't even
he older than
remember.
us.
I don't even remember.
I remember him. Yeah.
Well, Kurt, you're older than everybody, of course.
Oh. So, I remember. I know me and Fez remember Phil Ford.
Oh, I remember Phil Ford.
Here you go. Here go another one. Who's the only college and NBA player to average to wait? Hold on.
We already know
Say
who
it
that is.
again, buddy.
Wait.
Say it again.
Hold on.
Get it right.
Not to average, to have 20 assists in college and the NBA. Who's the only player to do that?
Kevin Porter.
To average 20 assists?
No,
Oh,
not
in one
average.
game.
20 assists in one game in the D1 and the NBA. Who's the only player to do that?
Mark Jackson.
Wow.
No. Mongo, you should get this answer.
Sherman Douglas?
There you go. Ding, ding, ding.
I know he had 22.
Sherman Douglas.
I know he had 22 in college. I don't remember him having 20 in NBA.
That's it.
Who you say? What's
Sherman
the
Douglas.
Sherman Douglas.
The general.
Oh, Sherman. Oh, the general. Okay.
The worm.
His name ain't the worm. Stop it.
Sherman was good though.
Yeah, I
He
know
was
Very good. A very solid player. Very, very.
Yeah. He got
Even when he
called
went to
out like
Boston.
13 seasons, I think. In the NBA.
Yeah, very solid. He played. He did more than people expect. He didn't look like he was a player, but he played. He played very
He
good.
held out that.
Yo, that question I asked you about the rebounds and stuff, it was on NBA. It was on, with Kenny and them.
Yeah.
And Shaq,
Shaq
was like, I'm on this list. I'm on this list.
They
And
signed him
Charles
down
was like, you's a bum. You never passed the ball.
Right.
Yo, I was on the floor.
I think he was like 900 and something.
Yeah, 900 and something short. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, you don't never pass the ball.
John Concepcion watch.
Why would he pass it? I won't pass if I was him either.
But no,
Yeah.
Shaq was adamant. I'm on this list. I gotta be on this list.
That's funny.
And when Barkley did it, was only he was the third person to do it.
Right.
I was in hold on, because I have it in my thing. Hold on. Where is it at? Barkley did it in March 13th, 1999. The only two people that did it before him was Wilt and Kareem. He was the third person.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who would have done that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that either.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's finish up your show and everything, man. It's good hearing your voices.
Yo,
Good to hear from you too, my brother.
before you leave, if you do not go to the doctor tomorrow, we will all be at your house. So you better go. All right, no, for real. Make sure you go. All right, bro.
Yeah, I am going.
Yes. Check that knee out.
All right, brother. Y'all be safe, man.
All right,
All
Kurt.
right.
Peace. Next week.
All right. Enjoy the game, Dave.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Who they play?
San Antonio.
Miami.
Oh, Miami tonight.
Miami suspect too. But,
Yeah, they
The
saw.
Oh,
the whole East is
They done.
the bottom. The
Listen,
bottom
this
half,
is the time. This is playoff time. The bumps is done.
right. The
You
bottom
know what I'm
half.
saying? You got the best four in the East and the best four in the West, and
But
they're
you know
gonna get
what's
it rolling.
But you know what's so funny? 3 and 4 is shaky this year. They can really third and fourth seed. They
Who are
can get the
The
Knicks and the Bucks,
And
right?
the Bucks.
They can get surprised.
What you mean they could get surprised?
They
In the
like
playoffs.
the Knicks see
Oh, they got
Yeah,
they
the
bumps.
Knicks
It won't
see
be no
the
surprise.
Knicks see
What are you
Detroit,
talking about?
and Indiana will see
I'm talking
Milwaukee again.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm talking about before they get to those spots. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
They can be
Watch
surprised.
out for Detroit. I'm telling you, whoever they play,
Yeah. Detroit is a tough out.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying, that's why when we was talking last week, I think we was talking about how the Knicks shape up to like either be win right now or build into something. Like,
They gotta make more.
Detroit gonna be some noise makers.
They
in the next couple years.
the OKC of the East.
Yeah.
They did it through the draft. They got all these
Yeah.
young players, and
yeah.
that's how you build up a
So
team.
you talking about the Nets, but now the Knicks So
No, I ain't talking about
No, we
the
talking
Nets.
about the
I'm talking about
Pistons.
Detroit.
oh,
Yeah, we talking about the
That they like OKC. All these, all those guys
Right.
on that
We
We
team
talking
Yeah, the
about
Nets
them
ain't built
being that
nothing
much.
yet.
were drafting
Right.
throughout the years,
Yeah.
getting them because they was in last place every
Right.
damn year
so
and getting those draft picks.
Last year, the coach that was in Cleveland, now he's with Detroit.
They fired him
And right, because they got exit the first round.
against the Knicks.
No,
I mean, who they lost in the first round last year?
Orlando
Who,
beat.
Cleveland, you talking about?
Oh yeah. It was Orlando. That's right.
So they probably won't see Cleveland, but
That would be interesting.
yeah, that would be
That would be interesting.
definitely be interesting.
My thing is they blamed him. Well, we all know how that go. The coaches get the blame.
Right.
But what you call him sucked last year in the playoffs. It was it was on what's his name?
Donovan Mitchell.
Yes, it was on him. He let them down. He couldn't hit a basket for nothing every game, shooting 100 shots and missing everything.
Well,
Get out of there.
What this new coach did,
And then he sat out, I think, 2 games.
He distributed the minutes. That's correct. He distributed the minutes. He lowered the minutes. All starters play no more than 32 minutes, or whatnot, and he got a good core bench. Now that's something that
Who's this on Detroit right now?
on Cleveland,
On Cleveland right
That's
now.
why they playing. So
and maybe that's something that
What you call him was
Thibodeau
getting
needs
on
to
him.
institute.
Speaking of Kevin Garnett said, this is why you don't hear about Mitchell being in the MVP race.
Wow.
They got the best record in the league. He's averaging like 26 points a game or something like that.
well,
They
he
say-
gotta be because what?
He sit out too many games. He don't play against the bad teams. He don't play against them.
Load management.
Yes, he don't. If you notice that, I didn't even know that Kevin Garnett brought that up.
Oh wow.
Said he don't play. He don't play.
Mobley didn't play
He don't do
yesterday.
that. Yeah, they do that. They alternate guys. They won't play against like bad teams. They know
Well,
they should beat. They
well,
don't play. They sit out too
You
many
won
games.
16 in a row and you lost
Yeah.
yesterday, and this was to a team that subsequently knocked you out the playoffs last year. I think anything, and they're not a bad team, Orlando. If anything, they might
Well, the
match up.
injuries messed them up.
They might
That
match
left
up
them, they
well
might got-
against Cleveland.
Right, that could be a problem.
He's
too.
actually only sat out 6 games all season.
That's what they said.
Yeah, he's played 61 games. They only played 67.
I don't know why he brought that up for them. Because you
I
can't
don't know
play
either,
every
'cause I
game.
mean, right, you're not going
You
to play every game.
right.
Nobody's going to play
So if
every
he
game.
only
in the
missed
league.
6 out of 6
Wow.
out of
Why
66.
they won't play?
Why?
That's hard to
That's
do
how
right
it
now.
is
They're not
These
doing
guys
that
don't play every.
But which
Every
one I
team
understand.
has days that they give it star
So-
rest days.
Yeah.
So you have better
Better.
equipment, better in shape, but more guys is hurt now than back in the day. when
Right.
People were playing
Right.
all
Throwing
82
20
games.
innings with no problem.
Don't like it's real unreal how people are hurt and they ain't supposed to be
Yeah.
in better shape. They could jump better, they could do all this stuff,
Right.
but they
Yeah.
always injured.
But
Yeah,
n- but
the
now-
ligaments and all that.
You know
So
what?
It's,
You
it's
know-
not just
I'm
the-
a,
the-
yeah, so-
to me, it's not about the injury because it's like the extent of the injuries is what they keep guys out for. Because you can have a sprained ankle, and back in the day, that wouldn't have caused you to miss any games. But now, if you got a sprained ankle, they're automatically putting you out for a week, no matter what, because of the investment that they have in most of the stars.
More money that they're being
So
paid.
it's crazy. And then, like I said, they have a lot of guys that take a lot of rest days. If you notice, when they sit out, a lot of times they'll say rest. They don't even have an injury. They just rested. And back in the day, guys couldn't afford to rest because somebody will come in and take your spot.
That's true.
And not no more. Your spot is guaranteed because you're making $40 million a year. I'm not giving your spot away.
It is funny how
It's
these guys
crazy.
get injured too, like
They do.
Too easily.
easily.
Yeah.
That's the word. Don't
And
want to
they
too
in- they
easily.
in shape.
And they in shape and
I
all that.
think it's obvious. It's also,
Is it a such thing of overtraining?
Mm.
That maybe
could
that's
be.
maybe that's the problem, that these guys
Yeah.
overtrain, you know, because and then these guys get hurt. And a lot of the injuries, a lot of the injuries is that once you do anything with your knee, ACLs and all that, that's gonna be a while. You done, you know that. But like these guys get sprained ankles and they gone for like 3 weeks and stuff like that, or pull hamstring, and they, you know, some injuries I feel like you should be able to come back to quicker and play. But like Sir said, they holding out, they got too much money invested, so they're not gonna play them until they completely heal. Back in the days, the guys didn't play like that. You know what I'm saying? Bernard King had 2 broken fingers. He said, tape them. And he dropped 50 back to back on them jokers, yo. You know what I'm saying? In both hands.
no 3
You
point.
know, so I don't know. I don't know.
Now, I just went to look up who played the most games this season.
Mikal Bridges is number 1.
No, he's not even on
Oh, wow.
in the top 10. And there's not one guy in the top 10 that if you guys
Really?
was looking really hard, you would think of right off the top of your head. There's no guys that are not stars. The first guy who's a star is Jared Allen, and he played 67 games
Oh, wow.
out of the 60. He played every game so
wow.
far.
Oh wow.
But other than that, you got guys like Malik Beasley, Jalen McDaniels, Alexander Walker.
Hold up, is
Nas
Bridges'
Reed.
consecutive streak over? It's
Who?
not over, right?
Who?
Bridges.
It gotta be.
I
When
never heard
did he
them say
say? When did he
they
say?
ended it.
Because why wouldn't he?
He never said with New York, I don't think.
Well,
He said
maybe it's because of the amount of games that the Knicks have played so far that he's not on the list. How many games has the Knicks played?
66. If I'm
So
not mistaken.
that's all it goes up to
Or
is 66, and then they cut it
66 or
off. So maybe he
67.
did have it.
Or maybe something wrong with the list.
And you
It said-
no, all you got to do is
Or bring up his stats.
Right, bring his
See how many
stats up.
games he played.
It says he's played 525 consecutive
Talking about
games
this
since
season.
2018. I'm just saying,
Since 2018.
yeah, 11,
Wow.
11. That is the
yeah, he
11th
played every game this year, but it's just
It's not
as
showing.
far as right because they only went to 66 and they only went to the top 25, and he's not in the top 25 as far as they're concerned. But I'm just saying that most of the guys who are playing every game, they're not guys that you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's
Right.
a superstar."
Is Bridges
It's
a
not one-
household name, or is he considered a superstar?
No, he's not a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
He's
A rising
A
star?
star.
he's
No.
a star, but he's not a superstar.
Is he a star?
Yeah,
he's a
he.
Y'all
You know
consider
what?
him a
I
star?
think he's a star because of the consecutive streak. Because
That don't make you a
Nah,
star
nah.
because you play every game.
No,
Get
I
out of
he
here.
ain't no star.
I'm adding everything together. I'm
He's
not
a
saying
ba-
there's
But
He's
that
above-
don't make you a star because you play every game.
He
Don't make
above
you a
a- he
star.
above
You're just
average.
available.
right, but
That don't make
He
you a
above
star.
average.
Yes.
that's part of him being
Yeah.
a star.
But Todd,
What?
don't take this personal. Was you a star when you was in high school?
No.
Yeah, he was a star.
Was
No.
it marginal?
He ate consecutive burgers every day.
I gave burgers every day. You better believe
Shout out
that.
to Eric
I gave
R. Taylor
burgers.
who's watching John Concepcion.
I'm
right.
available. I'm available. That don't make me a star because I'm available. It's
Nah,
just
he's
he's
above
above
average.
average. I'll give him that.
I'm just
Did
with
y'all see? Did
knowing
y'all-
your worth. That's all. I
Right,
ain't
right,
hating
right.
on nobody.
He don't give me that impression that when you know
Right, he doesn't.
he don't
He
give
has
me
his.
that impression.
He has his moments.
We know who thought he was a star.
Who?
The Knicks. They gave up
Oh,
five
yeah,
first
yeah,
round
yeah.
draft
Hey,
picks.
Well, you
I
know,
I got,
it's
look,
a-
Serge, I got
on every
Swamp
minute.
Land in Florida. I can sell it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So again, when you
Put the
start
New
talking,
Madison Square Garden right here.
Yeah.
when you start talking about people that you don't like, the GMs that think they're doing a great job and thinking they geniuses, or coaches like Tomlin or
Yes.
Aaron Boone, he's a crash dummy to me to a degree. You know,
Look at speaking of like that. Look at what you call him. Look at your team, football team.
Mm-hmm.
This guy got to be the biggest idiot in the world because he got guys he know he's going to sign, and he waits till the last minute. And by the time he signed them, he got to throw the book at them. So now you can't get nobody else because you wait too long to sign your key players. You know what I'm saying?
Which
You
is
know
bad.
you're gonna keep. You got to sign them early. Why would you
Right.
wait to the end to sign them?
or
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see all these other guys getting paid,
Right.
and you got to pay them more than all those guys
why
now.
would you let the running
So-
back go to Baltimore when he's from Dallas? And
And he wanted to come there. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't answer. What he got? $10 million?
He got
What he
less
got? He
than
got
that.
less. He got $8 million. He got 16 for 2 years. You telling me you can't afford that? He's
But this
crazy.
is what I'm saying.
He's
Some
crazy.
owners
and even
are,
make what splashes you made in the free agency.
right.
None.
Some owners are for whatever sport it is, they are owners for that sport. Then there's some owners that just want to make money, man.
No,
That'd be the difference,
He's so-called wants to win.
Not
He
everybody.
even
Not
talking,
every,
Jerry Jones.
no, Jerry Jones.
He wants to
Right.
win,
But there's some owners,
but
that
he
just-
don't do no smart stuff to win.
I think it's dementia or something like that.
Something
You
wrong.
think he got dementia?
Something
Nah.
wrong with him.
He
He be
just
talking out the
he
side of his
he's
mouth, I know
just
that.
old school and he's just set and he
Yeah,
wants to
could be
do his
set
stuff ways.
right?
And he ain't
But you
budget.
you got your sons. Your sons are working for you. They got to be smart enough to tell them, yo, pops,
Right.
we got to do it different.
Right.
This is what we
Yeah,
got.
he probably be in the boardroom to my nose. This is my team. I'm the GM, and this is what
That's
I'm
what it seemed like he doing.
He could be doing that.
And it's not like he doesn't have the money.
No, he got right. So it's amazing how every player he waits to the last second, and now you got to overpay them. Where if you would have signed them early, you're
They-
gonna have to throw everything at them.
That's
I
that
don't know.
billionaire
It's-
stuff.
All right,
Just
Joe.
pay him. Just give him what he wants.
Great show. Let's wrap it up. Let's and any parting things that we need to say, we need to address. Let's do it.
Well, who you think is coming out the East and the West as the final two in the NBA?
Ooh, interesting. I'm really conflicted on the East. And I don't want to really say Boston, but it really looked like it's gonna boil down between Cleveland and Boston.
That's what it looks like.
In the West,
That's hard. I mean,
I would like to see OKC, and I think they could win it.
I won't sleep on Denver though.
I'm not.
That guy's gonna have to do
Cosworth.
yes.
Cosworth.
Because a lot of those guys are not the same how they were before, and their defense is not as great as it was before.
You talking about when they won the
Yeah,
Right,
how they
right.
won. Even
You
the year
got rid-
before they won, like the last few years,
Yeah.
they slipped last year and they slipped a lot this year. But I would never count that guy Joe out for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But his team is not the same as it was because he has to do, as you see, he leads them in everything. You know what I mean? And
Well, that's
sometimes
the way
that could take a toll on you. You know what I'm saying? To
The
get
guard,
Murray?
Jamal Murray.
yeah.
He was
You know.
like the leader, and he got it.
But he
That's
slipped.
true.
He slipped. It seemed
gotta
like he slipped a little bit. Yeah. And Butchercombe was like, to me, what's his name? Both of the forwards, they like no shows right now.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Both of those guys, Aaron and the other kid, they like to shoot the
Porter
yeah.
Jr.
his game is. I don't like his game at all.
All he do was want to shoot. So he want to
and
do.
if he not hitting,
He's worthless.
right?
He's worthless. So it could be their year, and then of course Minnesota would have been up there, but with them, but they do with their team. Whatchcombe ain't gonna win this by himself.
They actually put
They
together
starting to
nice
play a
little
little bit
winning
better.
streak, right?
But I don't think it's enough to beat OKC or Denver. So and Sacramento ain't what they used to be.
Not at all.
Yeah. So
So-
who knows? Who knows?
Is that the way you try to squeeze your Lakers in it?
Lakers ain't winning this shit.
Okay.
Lakers ain't winning this shit.
Mhm.
I'm not a fool of myself. They don't got what it takes. You know what I mean?
All right.
So
Great show,
That's it.
fellas. So let's wrap it up. Let's say goodbyes and be back next week. Or is there anything that anybody need to say? Yo, y'all need to check this out. I think we covered.
I just saw something where the NCAA is going to let these kids negotiate their deals before they get into school instead of after.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just changed the rule where you had to be enrolled in order to do your nil deal. Now you don't even have to be enrolled anymore. You just
very interesting.
so now they're gonna have agents. These kids got agents now.
Yeah, that's basically what that is.
They got
Crazy.
agents.
I'm happy for them, man.
Yeah. I ain't crying over
We've
jokers
seen- right. We've seen people
making
struggle.
billions.
But you know what?
Right.
millions and billions
Right.
off you and you getting scrapped.
I would be happy for them if they tell them, well, if you sign a nil deal, you got to stay at the
Stay
school
4 years.
for
And
at
only
least
that
2
school?
years.
Right.
Right. You can't jump transfer portal stuff once you make a
Right.
deal with us.
Right.
We're not going to let you out unless you pay us back all that money that we gave you. And
Right.
that might make
That might
college
make it
basketball a
interracial a
little
little
more
better.
stable.
Yeah, I could get with that. That might, at least 2 years.
right.
Right.
Get something out of the deal.
Well, don't pay beyond your year. I mean,
Or
you know,
make it a
Yeah,
year-to-year
but-
I
deal.
think that
But if you do
If
that,
you do-
then you
they
could
go-
go to another
you could
school.
Go to another school.
yeah.
No, but he's
But
saying
I'm trying to keep
trying to keep
stability
stable.
in at least 2 years.
Right.
Make it a 2-year deal at least. And then after
But
that,
then-
if you bump
But
off,
what happens to what happened to the player who wants to be one and done? I'm not going to be here 2 years because I'm going to the pros. Then what do you do with that?
well, in that case, you let him sign the 1 year.
right.
And
it
if
comes down
he-
to contracts.
At the end of the year, if he ain't one and done,
Then you negotiate another contract. for you.
I think I think the way it is.
You get a discount
because I don't like
now
the way
he's
you
not what
treat
he
me.
thought he
That's why I
was.
bounced it after the first year. But
Yeah,
you know,
but a lot of them are bouncing because they ain't getting
looking for
no
better deals.
right.
No
They're looking for
college,
better
right.
deals, and they ain't
they're
not
looking
getting
for
no
running
run.
time.
But to me, if you're good, you can't go to a school where you got to compete with other people. You got to go to a school where you're gonna be the man or the woman. Like it's hard.
But don't you want to win? How are you
I
gonna do
know,
that? You
true,
got
true.
You know
But
what I'm saying? Now, how you
if your
gonna
game
win?
doesn't get any better and you got to play behind somebody, what does that do for you?
That means
You know what
I
I mean?
need to go. I don't
That
need to stay in this
if
school.
for football, that's why you ain't Alabama ain't gonna keep winning no more because now they ain't gonna have all the best players because
Well, that's why
people
Lou
gonna-
Saban left.
right,
Because he
Yeah.
knew he couldn't compete.
right, he's
That's
not gonna be
why
able
a lot
to.
of these guys.
Yeah, because now all the kids are not gonna come to your school and
And
wait
Hamilton's
a year or
leaving
two
Florida State
and
because
then
of that.
leave.
Yeah,
You know, and now I move
Mike
up.
Woods is leaving.
yeah.
They getting to an age where they don't want to deal with that kind of problem.
Right.
It's already hard enough when you got a regular recruit. Now you got to have guys money right. in
Shout
order
out to
recruit.
Mike Gardner who's watching.
Yeah.
All right, so check
That's a
it out.
young man's game for real.
Yeah, it is.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna wrap this up because it's time to go.
Time flies when you're having fun.
We headed to the Nick game.
Yes,
Some
yes,
of us.
yes.
Anybody else want to join us?
You going to the next game, Relic?
They won't even let him in the next game. He even say, you know,
can't give a ticket away.
We're not going out there right now. You know what I mean, shout out to the Knicks though. You know, I'm not gonna totally not want them to do something in the playoffs, but
Mike G said the Knicks are soft.
this
And
is
the
still
Knicks are
Liberty.
tough
This is
tested?
still Liberty City right now.
All right.
Liberty
Well,
City.
All right, y'all. So, all
Liberty
right,
ain't gonna be
let's
too tough. 'Cause
let's
they all broke
let's
up
do
too.
our
For 1 year,
goodbyes
they
right
signed it.
quick and we out. Come on.
All right. Well, I started mine until I was rudely interrupted by the Relic over here, but
You ain't
it was
giving
another another great show, and all our listeners out there. As always, we appreciate you guys and everybody who called in. You know, y'all make this happen, y'all. Appreciate you guys.
So I started out buying this right now, and this dude Todd in every single. It's like 3 left, brand new pack. Like, what's good? It's a good thing Greg got his own.
That's why he's still on probation. Go ahead, Serge. Sports Star.
Thank you for the listeners. We appreciate y'all. See you next week. I can't top this.
Thanks for everyone calling. Everybody have a good day. God bless.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all. We will be back next week. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody listening, and thank you. We are out. Peace.
That's the Relic. I'm telling you.
Yo, y'all.